wonderful roll too.
Wow, holy smokes.
That's a really good roll.
You guys, holy smokes, thank you. Hey guys, just so you know, I'm gonna switch over to live on my end. We are gonna wait just a little bit for Boo Boo, but I've got something in the interim. I'm just bear with me for a few minutes because I just had a nice big old fat raid to start the stream off with. So bear with me for just a moment.
Sure.
All right, holy whoops smokes, you guys. That first of all, Normac. Holy smokes! You guys aren't gonna see me up on screen right now, except up in the upper left-hand corner. We are playing some D&D tonight, so I wanted to start everything up and just say thank you very much, honestly, for that raid. That is a crazy great way to start the night off. We are currently down one player. He's going to be about 20 minutes late. He should be here in about 15 or 20 minutes, but we're going to go ahead and start anyways. Because enjoy your stream. I have to go right to lurking, but enjoy your night. Hey, honestly, Normac, it is amazing that you even sent that raid over in the first place. So it is much appreciated. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the lurk. And we appreciate your presence, like always. And thank you, Raiders, for all being here. Top left, DM Xavier. Yep, that's me, guy with the green hat. Okay, so yeah, what we're doing tonight is we're playing some 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons on Roll20 with D&D Beyond tied into the Roll20 system. And that allows my players to click on all of their skills and attacks and abilities and have it just automatically populate in Roll20. So I have run this for a long time. I've run this module since it was around in 3rd edition. It is the Sunless Citadel. We have a group of 4 characters going through right now. We have Ree, the Goblin Barbarian, Bofer, the Dwarven Forge Domain Cleric. We have Doc, the Tabaxi Rogue, and we have she who has not been named, who is the half-orc ranger, who is actually an ex-slaver. We don't really pay attention to chat when we do D&D nights. It's kind of me and my team's chance to focus on each other as far as our role-playing is concerned, so please just bear with me. If we've got anybody in chat who has anything pressing they need to get across, feel free to send me a message or jump into our Discord, that's fine. Also, I apologize if I get just a hair winded. I'm having just a tiny bit of trouble breathing tonight as I caught COVID, and I'm over the majority of it, but now am unfortunately picking up a little bit of breathing issue, unless it's something completely different, which I hope that's the case because I'm really over the COVID thing. So, with that being said, we will dive into it. Again, Raiders, thank you so much. Oh, hey, Girl with Pen, sweet. How's it going? Man, there's a lot of people here from Guild Wars 2, I remember. Awesome. Anyways, if you're here and you would be so inclined, I would definitely appreciate you clicking the follow button. You don't have to sub, obviously, because that costs money, but I would love for those follows because they cost you nothing and they mean everything to me. That was fucking lame. That's really fucking lame. Okay, Lucy, settle down. Thank you, Creative. Yeah, it was definitely shitty. To be honest, though, and I've said this a few times now, I am very glad that it's me who has gotten the worst of it and not the kids or Candace. So just so we're clear, it sucks, but I definitely would not have it go the other way around. So yeah, we're going to dive into some D&D. Bofer should be joining us here in probably the next 10 to 15 minutes. He does feel really bad, but there was an emergency at work, so he says. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and fuck with his character until he gets here. I mean, play the character exactly as it should be played until he gets here. Sorry. Okay, guys, so I'm going to swap over to my big boy controls here, and let's dive into it. So, okay, guys, here we go. So, really quick, can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just
Clear.
gotta make sure I got my shit straight here. Okay, so we'll start off like we did last time, and we'll just do a quick recap. So let's see. The last time that we played, you guys had ventured into what you assumed was Goblin territory within the Sunless Citadel. You cracked a door open after leaving the room with the fountain, and on the other side, actually, I should say, before you cracked said door open, you figured out that it was trapped with some sort of bell or alarm. You managed to disarm that very gracefully. And when you thrust the door open, you realized that the entirety of the hall before you was littered with caltrops. Bofer, in all of his clerical wisdom, decided that he was going to start having a full-blown, unmuted conversation in the doorway in the once trapped hall, and that is when he drew the attention of some very ornery goblins who began to hurl javelins at him from over a partially crenellated wall. Both of the javelins in the first volley unfortunately struck Bofer so deep, in fact, that it rendered him immediately unconscious. Ree, having the strong military mentality, grabbed onto Bofer and dragged him out of line of sight, while she yanked the door closed and braced it until Doc could get it strapped up nice and tight. You guys managed to successfully stop Bofer from bleeding out, but then realized, you know what? He's the only one who can heal, and we don't have anything to heal him. So, something then dawned on Ree. This place is a great spot to pick up some of that goofy fungus that grows, where if you mix it with spit or pee and then pack it into a wound or feed it to somebody who's been rendered unconscious in battle, it'll heal them over time. It might take a little while, but it'll happen. So you guys got to digging, and you managed to eventually find some of the goblin piss fungus that we'll say re-prepared appropriately, and then fed to Bofer instead of packing his wounds. But it's okay, because as long as it gets in his system, it gets in his system. And after sleeping for a little while, Bofer finally came to, and surprise, surprise, the wound was actually pretty damn well healed up. So you guys decided you were going to move on from there and say, okay, fuck the goblin door for now. That was rough. In the interim, you guys moved around and you went down another hallway that led north. And within this hallway, you found 6 jail cells. Inside those 6 jail cells, you managed to identify the sounds of a few very large rats. So, in your infinite wisdom, proper wisdom this time, not Bofer wisdom, you guys decided to close all of the cell doors, and sure as shit, 3 large, dire rats began scrambling towards you, but you got those doors shut just in time, and thankfully for you, they were just well fed enough to not be able to squeeze through the bars. So then you decided that you were going to systematically assassinate them, as you have done so many rats in this place, and you successfully put them out of their misery. Bofer then got to business digging through the piles of shit and fur to scrounge up a handful of coins and gems, which, in hindsight, was actually a pretty wise thing to do. So after that was said and done, you guys pushed into the next room, which was home to another large dried up well and 2 big pits that were completely wide open in the ground and were held open with wooden stabs or javelins or quarterstaves of some sort. You guys identified some bones and skeletal remains and fur and nasty shit inside of those holes, and then you made your way over to the fountain, where you tried to figure out what exactly it was and what it had in common with the fountain from the other room. Unfortunately, it seemed like there wasn't a whole lot that you could tell, anyways. As you began to mess around, you realized there was another door in this room. You opened the door from a distance with some magical thaumaturgy, and everything was dark on the inside. You could see that there was a lot of fur and matted down filth that littered the exterior of the room, but besides that, it was dark. It was then that you heard what you thought was a squeak. And then you heard another, and it confirmed your suspicions that there were definitely rats inside that room. As you guys began to plan out loud to set a trap to catch these vermin off guard, the rats sprung to action ahead of you and caught you off guard, which led to a full-on ambush with 4 dire rats, one of them being called a gut hash, which is the nastiest pox and pustule-ridden rats of them all. Unfortunately, for the rats, they did meet their end very early, but not before dealing a ridiculous amount of damage to you all in the time that they were alive. You put the rats out of their misery, and Beaufort used what bit of healing magic he had left to suture everybody up, get you nice and fit, and then you proceeded into the next room, where in the remains you identified a couple of kobold corpses, goblin corpses, other smaller rats and cave vermin, and then you identified the body of an elven man who'd only been dead for a week or two at most, but had been pretty well chewed through at this point. You dug through his possessions and found quite a bit of gear, including a signet ring that said the word Caracas on the underside of it. You pocketed that gold ring, realizing that this was the ranger that Mayor Vunor had told you was to accompany his children into the Citadel. It was from that point you guys decided, well, you were pretty well beat up, and it was time that you should probably take a nice long rest. So you barricaded yourselves in the gut hash room, and you slept as best as you could. So, during that sleep, you all leveled up officially. So you guys, I've checked your character sheets. Everything looks solid on my end. I've updated your hit points on your token, so you're good there. Do either of you have questions before we begin?
No, I think I'm good. I'm just trying to find myself on the actual map here. There I am.
Kat, anything from you? Any points of clarification or anything?
No, not really, though it is a little ominous that you can say both of you when we should have 4. Is Candace just baby?
Yep, baby started acting fussy, so Candace is out.
Baby's gone a baby.
Yep. And Beaufort's going Beaufort. Okay, so you guys have successfully gone through the evening. Actually, give me one moment. Okay, so you guys have successfully gone through the evening with the door pretty well barricaded. Still pretty nasty in here. Very uncomfortable, even by goblin standards, to sleep in a literal rat nest, especially a gut hash nest. I mean, this place is like just ridden with pus and piss and vomit and scraps and just the most horrific things you could possibly imagine inside of a goblin-infested room. But you made it, and you awaken and you feel as refreshed as you possibly can. With that being said, you guys will need to eat, so how would you like to go about that? Actually, let me start with this. So you guys awake in the morning, and the first thing that you immediately notice is that Beaufort was actually on last watch, and when you three collectively come to your senses, you kind of glance over and you're like, what the fuck? Beaufort? The torch had gone out at this point. Your dark vision kind of adjusts as you come out. You can still smell the smoke and the soot from the torch as it had burnt out long ago and should have probably been refreshed with a new one, but it looks like somebody may have passed out. You guys realize that Beaufort is laying in the corner, potentially fast asleep.
I and Ree would like to I don't know, get some of like a charcoal from the burned out torch, and kind of grind some up in her finger a little bit, and walk over to Beaufort and draw a little penis on his face.
Okay.
Starting from the cheek, kind of going up around here, doing around there, and a
Okay.
little hole.
Give me a actually, Ree, what is your passive perception?
It is an 11.
11. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. No problem. So you get the ash kind of like nice and sooted up in your hand, and you go about your business drawing your best goblin phallic object on his face. You get all the way through it, and you start to go for detail, and you stop and you realize, man, he's really cold.
Oh, oh wait, shit. I guess we will check for pulse. I guess then.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Okay, this ain't great.
Definitely not great, but it's good enough. You for a moment you put your hands like on his throat and you kind of feel, and you're like, oh shit, he's not breathing. So then you kind of put him in like a chokehold to the point where it would like suffocate him because you know you're a savage, and you squeeze ever so softly, and you hear a hey hey, and you're like, oh god, thank god, he's okay, he's just cold.
You feeling all right, buddy?
He it almost is like he's having some sort of weird delusion because he kind of is just like, oh, I don't know, yo, I just the damn the colors are all drawn up in the gems of the universe.
Would Ree know anything about gut hash bites at all?
Make a nature check.
Okay,
And
this
at this
is
point, I
also
want to
not
go
good.
over and investigate.
Yeah, I probably would have too.
So I would say that, yeah, and you guys, you can all come up at this point as he's kind of like half choking out Bofer, and then, hey man, are you good? You you know of rat bites in general, and they're terrible. But yeah, a gut hash bite could be particularly nasty. Could be.
I think it might have. I think that gut hash got a really good bite on this on him. Maybe he might be feeling the effects. Might be some kind of infection or something. These man rats, they're fucking nasty. If they get you, they fuck you up. But if this big fat nasty one gets you, oh boy, really fuck you up.
Do we need more of that fungus?
Would would we need to do more of that fungus?
So you know that the fungus will help people who have been beaten in battle kind of like come to, but yeah, you're
It's not
gonna
exactly
need,
a poison.
yeah, no, you'll need what the goblins would refer to as like, the shaman's touch, or a medicine man. You need somebody who really knows what they're doing to take, if that's what it is. So
We might need some of that booyah to help him out if we can find anybody who can do that kind of thing.
I think he's the only one.
Can I take a look at that wound with my apparently newfound understanding of the universe?
yeah, so of all things meta, sure. No, yeah, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I figure I know animal bites, if nothing else. The magic will come later.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the bite itself, then just give me a medicine check to. I mean, you know where he got bit because he was, his guts were hanging out of him. So, oh, that's not bad. Bless you. Okay, that was a cute ass sneeze. Sorry, baby sneezes are cute. Um, so yeah, 19. So you begin like pulling his armor up, and kind of like you move his tabard aside, and you kind of like go under, and I mean, it's kind of weird because he's actually wearing a leather girdle, which you guys were not aware of. Not like a lady's girdle, but definitely like maybe he had a wound there at some point in time. So you unstrap the girdle, and his little belly kind of plops out, and there's the bite. And sure as shit, besides this bite, he looks fit as a fiddle. But where the bite was is completely healed. The only reason you know the bite was there is because there are 4 marks that kind of go in a half moon, and then 4 marks that kind of come down in another half moon on top of each other, and they're separated by about 4 inches. And in the place of what was a bite mark are actually like pustules, and the pustules, literally as you move the girdle away, burst and start to ooze out this nasty, well, you can't actually see right now except in black and white, but there's this gray matter like oozing out of the pustules, and you're like, oh, that's not good. Also, with that medicine check, you smell the infection like,
I was going to ask if it
no.
actually did smell. Yeah.
Oh, it is horrid. It is fucking horrid. You know damn well that this boy has a very, very bad infection. If not, he has been diseased.
Yeah, that's one hell of a bite. Doc, you got anything in your kit?
I imagine I would know that the salves that are in there wouldn't help with that, right?
Give me one moment. So, are you proficient in healer's kit?
No.
No? Okay, give me a medicine check, Eunice. Oh, we're playing doctor today, folks.
Yeah.
It's not a Kevin campaign if we don't perform surgery at least once. That's law,
true.
so that's law.
Nice.
And those surgeries get nasty.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so 17 is excellent. Yeah, so you know, and looking at what she has pointed out and what Ree has said, and then using your own wisdom and knowledge of using a healer's kit in general, you know that your salves will not treat a disease. However, if you were to combine it with something, if you were to combine enough quote unquote charges of your salves to kind of super dose somebody and mix it with something else that had a similar potency or healing effect, that he maybe stands a really good chance of resisting any further effects. Putting 2 and 2 together, you do know that you guys still have some of that fungus, which has healing properties, and you may be able to use multiple charges of the salves in order to make that happen, if you would like to try.
Quick, Ree, give me your pea fungus.
Oh, fuck me. You know, it's...
Oh, yeah.
Is it me or... Oh, it's so weird that it always happens when he's unconscious, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. And yeah, we'll reach into her underwear and pull out a little, what is it, like a half dose?
Yeah, it's like
a half dose.
It's like a little palm full.
Yeah, so yeah, she pulls out a little palmful from her underwear. Here you go.
You see Doc open up her med kit, and she looks more focused than she has even when she's trying to pick locks and stuff. She's just really honed in on what she's doing, and her hands move like she's not even really thinking about it. They're just smooth. And how many charges do I need to use?
So we're going to say, for the sake of this disease, because it is not something that should be able to be healed with what you have available to you, but D&D, we're going to say if you use 3 charges of this and the remaining half dose that you have of the goblin piss shrooms, that you will be able to create something that will essentially, it'll be like him taking like 4 packets of whatever the vitamin C shit is, airborne, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, so she takes the fungus and mixes it in. She uses like the tip of her claw to get some of the salve and
Do
mix
you
it
need me
together.
to piss on it?
Not this time.
Yeah, it's still grossly wet with piss. Like, I think Ree just...
You didn't pee on it before you handed it to me?
I made it trickle a little bit in my underwear when we were fighting
In your
earlier.
excitement. And then I'll actually kind of put it on the wound once I know it's sufficiently mixed.
Okay, go ahead and give me a medicine check, or... No, we're beyond medicine at this point. Give me a survival check. Okay. So you begin to mix it, and you realize that your salves have dried out just a hair, and there's just not enough moisture in this mixture with the pea included to really make it what it needs to be. If you would like, you can make another roll, which will grant you advantage, but you will have to use one more charge of your healer's kit.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a hero's kit too, if that
Yeah.
helps at all.
I still have I have 4 charges after this, so. All right. So you said roll with advantage.
Yep. So go ahead and roll with advantage.
Survival again.
Yes.
Nat
All right,
20.
a nat 20, bringing it to a 22. So yeah, you bust that last corked vial of salve open, and you pour the powder out, and you're like, "Fuck! I haven't checked this healer's kit in like months because this should be fresh." And as you start to mix it, the goblin pea kind of reacts with it, and it fizzes up a little bit, and then it grinds into this really nasty, crude, like almost chalky level pumice of a poultice. And then you realize, now I need to get it into this dude's wounds. So you go through, you poke a little cat claw out, and you go into surgery mode, and you start very carefully slicing open each of the pustules on the bite, all 8 of them. And then you scoop up enough to pack into the wound, and each time you pack it into the wound, Beaufort makes an audible "Ah! Oh! Ah!" And he keeps muttering something about the stones of the universe and the gems of the universe. And you manage to pack all of them completely, and then you take the gauze from those charges and you wrap his abdomen real tight. And then, just to be safe, you put another layer over the top to kind of cement it in place. And over the course of about 10 minutes, it does dry into almost what is a cast. It's not as hard as a cast. It won't permanently stay there or anything, but it's pretty damn tough. It's like a little shield over his belly.
Well, that's about all I can do.
How you feeling there, Beaufort?
Oh, hey, there's Beaufort. Beaufort, you feel like shit, by the way.
It's almost perfect timing there.
I'm gonna start going and prepping a fire now that she's done with her medicining.
Oh, oh, I'm. What's going on?
Rats gotcha.
My stomach doesn't feel good. What happened?
You got a nasty little infection there.
Yeah.
Wait, did I pass out? Wasn't I last on watch?
You were.
You were.
I mean, were you?
I don't remember. The last thing I remember was it being really warm, and then my head. Oh my god.
Ranger's gonna speak over her shoulder as she's like bustling about trying to start making the fire, and she's gonna say in Dwarven, yeah, you almost died. Glad you're back with us.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at my stomach.
Yeah, so with your shirt's lifted up at this point, and over the top of it, I mean, there's bandages all the way around, like you had suffered a nasty gut wound, which, you got bit in the abdomen hard by that gut hash. And over the top of where the wound once was is this caked mess of, like, hardened gray clay. But it feels like when you put Vicks Vapor Rub on, like when you actually put it on yourself, you put it on your feet and you put your socks on at night. Maybe that's just a Midwestern thing. I hope you guys do it in the South.
Why is it so cold? It feels like my skin's on ice and fire. I don't know what this feeling is.
That's to help with the pain. You're welcome.
Thank you. Did anything else happen?
Well, nobody
Nope.
peed on you, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, there's no pee on
did
or
not
in you
happen.
anymore.
Nope.
I'm gonna rub my head. What's this on my hand?
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like
Rub
soot.
Rub it off.
So I mean, you've worked around forges long enough. You know damn well that you probably, when you passed out, you probably hit the ground and got some soot on your face. Your face is probably dirty as shit. as the rest of you
Yes.
girls can see a massive goblin-shaped penis being smeared around on his
I
face.
smudged it. That was my best piece of work yet.
What was that, Ree?
No, nothing. I'm glad you're back with us. You're kind of you're fading in and out of there. When I tried to wake you up, you're all cold and clammy. So yeah, we had to check you out, and turns out, yeah, you had a big nasty infection growing.
I don't remember anything before now.
Do you have any non-diseased rat meat that we might be able to make so we can eat something and then not stay in here?
Yeah, I think I got a little bit, and actually there are probably still some rats out in the hallway. I can probably cut up, right? Or did most of them just get? I know I'm staying the hell away from the gut hash. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, so one fell into the pit. So I mean, you could try to fish it out if you wanted to. But there were two others besides the gut hash that were up on the platforms around you guys. So you could go out and try to skin them, sure.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Go ahead and just give me a survival check.
Okie dokie.
Holy shit, nat 20, nice.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, you will say for the sake of a nat 20 on survival, you managed to skin enough meat off of them and avoid the pustules that had instinctually grown off of them because of their presence around the gut hash, that you can feed everybody their rations for today on that meat.
All right, nice. And also like to maybe pack just a little bit more in case I have to bribe some goblins later, if possible. Maybe it's just like another pound of that or so.
So there's not really, well, yeah, there's probably a pound left, but that's all the pox and pustule ridden shit. So
Okay.
if you're okay with that, you can definitely have it. Or you can bring the skins. We can say with a nat 20, you can skin them, no problem, and have pelts.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
definitely do that. Yeah.
Sure. So go ahead and take two. So take two giant rat pelts, and then do you want to take the gut hash pelt as well?
Yes, actually, I would, or at least maybe not the whole thing because it's probably fucking gross, but at least I don't know the cleanest part of the head, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so it is, you're right. For the most part, it is a nasty fucking rat. But we'll say because its foot is 10 times bigger than any regular giant rat is, you can easily cut one of its feet off to at least have as a trophy or whatever.
Perfect.
And actually, speaking of trophies, hey, Ree,
Yeah.
can you cut off the whiskers of that one?
Oh, the gut hash?
No, the intro jester to the one that she had actually killed.
Oh yeah, sure. That should be easy. Yeah, she'll go over to the one that she pointed out and just like I can't imagine it's that difficult to even like.
It's
I
not
probably
tough.
wouldn't even cut it right. Just
No,
kind of
you
like
just
yank
pluck
on it, right?
them. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
porcupine quill. If you yank hard enough, it's coming out. So, yeah, easy. You've got 10 giant rat whiskers.
Cool. I'll hand them over to the sheet. There you go. You anything special planned for these guys, or just
Just to remember.
Whisker collection.
She definitely won't side-eye over to Doc or anything.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's awkward, isn't it?
Why are you all over there grabbing whiskers?
just collecting trophies?
Fair enough.
Okay, so she, without any issue, I'm not going to have you roll to start a fire. I mean, you are you're a fucking ranger. So you managed to strike up enough of a fire. I'm assuming you're doing it in the rat room, right? Okay, perfect. So you strike the fire in the rat room. You've got just enough of the wood and crap lying around that you can create a nice warm fire to cook your rat meat. Ree brings back these huge, I mean, honking, like, tomahawk steak sized fucking pieces of meat. Definitely don't smell great. Definitely not top quality meat. But when you gotta eat, you gotta eat. So,
Re, if I
Yeah.
was feeling any better right now, I would be appalled by what you brought. But I am such in a state of disarray that I will take anything to eat right now.
Yeah, it's the best part of the rat. It's the flanks. I don't know. It's good stuff. It's fine. It's passable. It'll be fine.
I'll take mine and go to town.
it's not bad. Well, no, let me take that back. It's fucking horrible.
It is.
But I mean, it's like it's like somebody gave you like the lowest cut. Like, okay, have you ever? Now, I'll admit it, I've done it too. But have you ever gone to like a Dollar Tree or like a legitimate dime store and bought like their 99.9% saline water beef and eaten it, and it cooks down to about a half an ounce of beef?
Don't remind me.
No,
They
okay.
sell those at dollar stores.
That's why they're $1. It's just it's the worst. Unless maybe
God.
that's just a us thing. But I'm telling you, we've eaten it. I just tried just to see if it was. Oh, it's terrible. Another thought would be like, getting a meat-based spaghetti sauce out of a fucking MRE. It's terrible. But it's passable, barely, but passable. Yeah, so you eat it, no problem, no additional disease. Yeah, and then you guys have a full belly for the day. Fire keeps you warm for a little while.
So while I'm eating, I'm going to ask, does anyone have a plan to get into that room?
So I had thought maybe I could try to talk to these other gobos. I mean, maybe try to give them a little bit of a trade. I thought maybe and at least the goblins up in the mountains tend to like to sell and trade slaves. So I can maybe pretend you guys are my slaves.
I don't know
She's
how I
gonna
feel about that idea because I don't want to see those things again from last time.
Oh,
she's gonna say something in not common. That'd be an orcish comment. I don't know if anyone would speak it in order for me to translate it.
give me 1 second here. Let me just make sure Candace's character doesn't speak Orcish.
Reed does not.
I for sure do not.
Nope, you are free to say whatever you want to say.
She says something that sounds very, very angry and immediate when you say what you said.
She pretty much just starts shouting in Dothraki.
Why are you so
It's not
angry?
it's not long. It's just a couple of seconds before she like composes herself, but it's definitely an immediate visceral reaction.
I got a feeling you're not a fan of that plan.
We could probably find a better one.
Well, I guess I could still try to talk to them. I mean, I do have these really neat rat pelts and the gut hash arm. I can maybe try to butter them up with a little bit.
Just don't open the door and walk through it.
Or rather, perhaps don't put your body in front of the javelins if you do.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan.
Yeah. Well, we can maybe try to start the conversation by before opening the door. Just shout out to them and try to get their attention and maybe try to get them to not immediately murder me as soon as I open the door.
And if that doesn't work, we can get this thing that bit me, throw it in there, light it on fire, and close the door.
Yeah, that might do it too.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's pretty fucked up.
I
I like
never
it
thought
though.
about that. We're using biowarfare. Holy shit.
I do not care what happened to those things. They almost killed me.
Modern problems require modern solutions. Oh shit.
I
Okay.
do have one other idea, but we'll try yours first.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we please let the rest of the party know what the idea is.
Nuke him with the gun.
Could still work even as a nice B, plan B at least, or I mean maybe we just go straight to this plan.
Okay, so this plan is going to be a little crazy, and I'd have to have everyone's consent before we do it.
Says the only guy who's been rendered unconscious twice.
That's fair.
So while I was in that state, I did have a dream.
It must have been a really fucked up dream. You're talking about crystals of the universe and shit.
There was some of that in there, actually.
All right, go on.
But it was Moradine talking to me. I feel like I've gained more experience in his name, and I feel like he's blessed me with something more than I used to have. I think fighting these rats and everything has brought me closer to him. I feel like he said I can now make things better than I used to.
Still hallucinating there, buddy?
No.
Maybe a little bit.
Coming off real strong right now.
As long as something isn't too insane, I can make it now. Like, one moment. Just give me a second here.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, while they're having the discussion, I'm going to go through the autopilot motions of like breaking down the fire, kind of hiding it. Doesn't do a whole lot of good considering there's corpses right outside the room, but you know, it's the motions, it's the routine.
Yes, I can channel my inner like energy to Moradine and actually make something, like, as long as it's not insane. I don't know how to explain it. I can show you.
Like, can you do that anytime you want now, or?
It'll take me about an hour, but I believe so. Or no, I can do it once. I believe I could do it once.
But I mean, it's not like one of those booyah things that, like, you know, disappears after a while, right? You make the thing and we have the thing forever.
Yes, I make the thing and we have the thing.
What can you make?
Well, I was thinking about making a ladder. But it has to be out of metal. I was thinking we can use those bars over there that held those rats in.
Wait, were the bars made out of metal or were they stone? I can't remember.
They were stone.
Ah, I
They
see.
were stone. There's got to be some metal around here, right?
How much metal would you need?
It. Correct me if I'm wrong, Xavier. It doesn't talk about me needing the exact weight of it.
So the way that this works, and I know exactly what you're talking about, the Artisan's Blessing. So this is, it allows you to craft a non-magical item that must include some metal, a simple or martial weapon, a suit of armor, some ammunition, a set of tools, or another object. The thing you can create can be something that is worth no more than 100 gold. So the way that this reads, which is very particular, is not that you require metal to put into the ritual. You channel your inner divine energy and use that burst of channel divinity to fabricate out of literally nothing the metal. But what you create must have metal in it. So if you're going to create a ladder of metal, you create a fucking ladder of metal.
Okay, but I have a question. Can
Sure.
I make it? Can I make it a ladder? And does anyone have any rope?
I got some rope, yeah. No way to do it.
Of course.
So to do this plan, I'm going to be two-footing two of these things together, and we're going to use this rope to extendo it. It's gonna fly. This thing's going to slide over this thing, and it's going to get bigger, but it's smaller when we carry it.
To add insult to injury, could you use the caltrops to make it?
Give me a second. I'm going to look something up here. Actually, Candace has a good fucking point.
I understand what you're thinking about making. I suppose I'm not following why you want to make a collapsible ladder, in essence.
My reasoning was we're just going to get hit with javelins and arrows if we just walk into that room, and we're not going to be able to walk through those caltrops, and we'll just get hurt on our feet. So I was... Go ahead.
Okay, just let me follow up your question really quickly. So here's the way I'm going to interpret this. You can make the ladder, but you must make it in a length that is not anything outside the realms of ordinary. So let me back that with, no, you cannot make something that extends, because that is more of an engineering feat and less of a forging feat. You can create, if you want to create a 40-foot ladder, fine, create a 40-foot metal ladder. I don't give two shits about that. But you cannot make it to where it collapses in on itself, because that is more of like an engineering thing, as opposed to like, I forged this 40-foot bar of iron out of magic and, you know, built pieces into it. So that'll be my call on that one.
Understood. Just wanted to check with you, you know.
It's a great question.
All right. So backtrack. I want to make this big ladder that we can just push straight in there. And Ree, you're gonna have to trust me. I
just met you.
I know, but I was thinking that if we all three held it and we put you on the stick of it, and I cast some powers on you, so you're like harder to hit, you can be our little berserker, and we'll follow you up there.
Okay, so what? We open the door, we push the ladder. How tall was this wall that we saw on the other end? It was like...
So give me just 1 second. I believe it was 4.5 feet tall, but bear with me one moment. So it is a 3-foot high wall, partially completed. Makeshift but sturdy, and it's got crenellations in it, so it's got arrow slits essentially.
So it was more of a barricade than a wall, really.
Correct. Also, Bofer, for the sake of us not screwing you out of one of your abilities, the Blessing of the Forge had to happen at the end of your long rest, so you will have to pick that, like, now.
All right.
Unless you keep it up on dock or whatever.
I'm just going to make it just in case.
Couldn't hurt to have a ladder.
Sure.
Wait, isn't the Blessing of the Forge the thing that he's talking about, the thing that's pumping Doc's armor?
Yes. Yep.
He's not talking about the ladder having to be created.
Exactly, yeah. The Channel Divinity can happen at any time you want it to happen, but it takes an hour to do that. Your Blessing of the Forge is at the end of your long rest. You activate that ability, and you give somebody either a +1 bonus to armor class or +1 attack bonus and damage bonus on their weapon.
Understood. Okay. So all right, so we can either talk to them, or we can use this plan, or we can do the other rat plan. Would you like to try yours first while I make this ladder?
I think we should hold off on using your magic if we can avoid it. Save that in case we need something in a pinch.
Yeah, I'm a good climber, and I'm pretty sure I can step over the wall.
She's pretty big.
And I could just throw you two over it if we need to.
Yeah, if I had to guess too, I'd probably say there's going to be a lot of motherfuckers on the other side and deeper into this whatever we want to call it, tomb. So
the question at this point is, what do we do about the caltrops?
Yeah, that was my question.
Well, that was where the ladder came in. I mean, we just kind of climb over it for the most part, right? I mean, like,
why don't?
Well, your idea was to make kind of just like a big old ramp starting from the door, and we kind of just nimbly bimbly walk our way over the caltrops, hop over the barricade and fuck some shit up,
And
basically,
for
right?
people watching in stream,
That's what I was
why
thinking,
doesn't
yes.
he just create a fucking
Why
shovel?
don't we just push them out of the way?
Have we found a broom? Because I was talking about that last time.
Or just a piece of wood, or literally anything. They're caltrops. Why do we need to go over them?
Because
We can
they're
just move them.
caltrops protected by javelins, so we have to make sure
Yeah.
whatever we're doing, we do quick.
It would take a while for us to actually clear, I assume, at least, all the caltrops there.
Yeah, and to be fair, unless you had like a really long plank that was really high and you could just push them all the way up into the wall, there was dozens and dozens of caltrops that littered that hall.
What's my AC right now? Am I 16 or 15? I want to make sure I have it correct.
Well, it depends. Bofer, who are you giving the bonus to? Are you going to bless somebody's armor, or are you going to bless somebody's weapon?
I'll still give the bonus to Candace. Or, sorry, Doc.
Yep, no problem. Yep, okay. So, yep, he does have to come over, by the way. We'll say before, for the sake of brevity and to retroact this really quick, before he passed out with his last, like, ounce of strength, he came over to you, gave you the blessing of the forge, and re-enchanted your armor before he slumped into the nethers of the gem world.
What a gentleman.
Well, thank you. But so what we can do, if anyone doesn't have any other plans, we'll do Reed's plan first. If that doesn't work, we can either do the smoke them out with the rat, like the infected one, or we can do the ramp plan.
I mean, if it comes down to it, we might as well just do. It comes. We need to assault them straight on. We just do pretty much both. Just toss the rat at them, and then as they're freaking out, this is fucking burning, got hash on me. We pull up the ladder and then fucking nimbly up it and start stabbing.
I like it. We can mix them. That's a good idea.
How are we maneuvering a 40-foot or gigantically long ladder around the tight corners and narrow confines of this place?
You pivot.
It's a pivoting.
That's a good. That's a good thing. I mean,
Why don't we wait on that one and use it later if it becomes relevant? Because it does not seem practical at the moment.
I mean, yeah, it's true. It's just I can't use it unless it's right now.
No, you can use. Well, sorry, as an auto character, didn't he say you could use your
Yeah.
forge creation thing at any point? It
Yeah.
was just the blessing that had to happen now.
Right. So, just for clarification, Bofer, your channel divinity, it can be used for one of two things, and it does not require an action unless, well, the channel divinity itself doesn't require an action. Using one of the channel divinity's abilities requires one of two things. Either one, you use it as an action to turn undead, or two, you use it as an hour-long ritual to do this creation thing. And those are the two charges. And then it recharges at the end of a short rest. So you're right. If you were going to do that like right now, technically you're right. This would be the opportune time to do it because you have time to create something. But it doesn't mean that that channel divinity can't be used as something else at another time.
Oh, okay. Because I remember a few minutes ago you said that it had to be the long rest, but I think you were talking about blessing of the forge.
I was, and you had mentioned wanting to potentially buff up Ree's armor or weapons, and that's what I was referring to. So that way you didn't lose it going forward.
I understand.
I apologize. I may have started jumping the gun. Damn it, stupid DM.
Yes, I do believe that I can use it at any time, and I'll definitely wait until anything like that happens. But if we do need to make it, I can put it in two parts and put it in that room, and we can push it together.
Okay.
It takes an hour to make
clarification, DM, is that good or no?
Yeah, I would say if you were gonna make like like a 10-foot ladder with like the male end on one end, and then you make another 10-foot ladder after a short rest with a 10-foot section and then the female end, and then you run one part in and you slide it in and then like hook it together. I mean, that's fucking legit to me. It's just having a portable collapsing ladder is. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking about connecting them together, all three of us holding, and putting Ree at the tip of it.
I mean, that's a logistics thing. The actual crafting of the item, you've got to go from the logistics. Let's see how the dice roll.
I,
Understood.
I have another idea.
Go ahead.
Because we could kind of do this at our leisure. If we use rope, I know we have plenty of rope, and put something on the end of it, we could kind of toss it in the room as far as we can and just try to pull caltrops to us as much as possible. That way we have them all in one place and there's less of it. I mean, we don't have to clean up every single one. Then we can preserve your magic for healing my ass.
Just wrap like a board around
Around the
around a
rope.
rope, and then
And then
yeah,
throw the
a
rope
little
in.
path.
We can close the door as often as we need to close the door and just pull them, kind of squeegee them to us.
Oh, I
Oh
like that
yes,
too.
I understand. That sounds perfect. But I'm just gonna tell right now, it doesn't use any of the magic that I need to heal.
Well, we still don't know what we're gonna. Why don't we? Let's go with the law of medicine, and we'll do least invasive first, and go on from there.
That sounds perfect. I'd rather not anyone get hurt.
Okay, so we have a plan.
How
She, do you
how big
have?
were these caltrops anyway? Were they just little like little golf ball sized little metal guys, or were they a little bit bigger than that?
So yeah, I mean, they were probably, as far as goblins are concerned, they were definitely not. Goblins don't use caltrops, really. That's not a goblin thing. That's more of a kobold thing. But they were probably about the size of a goblin hand and about half as high. They were pretty decent. It was like maybe half of a softball. They're big boys.
Also, what's the
Okay.
barricade made of?
Stone. Yeah, it was just stone walled.
Got it. All right. So, first Ree's plan, then your plan, Doc.
What was? Oh, Reese plan was to try to talk to them.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna try to talk to him, try to butter him up a little bit with some rat pelts and songs of glory of me killing the gut hash.
Okie dokie. I guess we will head that way then. Unless, do you have any opposition or anything to add?
How hurt do we all look? Because I know I look still decently injured.
I'm good.
Make a medicine check. Obviously, you are still pretty hurt. Your wounds are healing. Doc looks perfect. Ree looks like the epitome of health, and Bofer looks sick. As you look at him, you realize, especially under the campfire now, that your guys' light and color has come back on. It's so weird to think about in that aspect. I've never actually used in any of my campaigns a whole party with dark vision. But now that you see color again, you can see that he's got like graying under his eyes. His face is a little bit pale and sunken in just a hair. His wound is covered, so you can't really see that. But as far as his like true stamina and quote unquote constitution is concerned, he's a little worse for wear. But he's active. He's capable of moving. He can talk. He's not sweating anymore. But he looks a little sleepy.
The water skin that was with the half full water skin that was with the elf, that still had fresh water in it?
No, you pop it open and it is absolutely rancid. Good question, though.
It's a very good question.
Definitely don't pop that open and just start pouring it on wounds.
Why are you looking at me like that? Is something wrong?
Everybody eyeballs the girdle.
I'm gonna look at her. How bad? She looks bad. Yes.
Yeah, she actually looks still pretty fucked up. There's a couple of pretty obvious wound. You don't really wear a whole lot of armor, leg armor, right? You're more like
I
chest
just
and arms.
got
You
I
had the
just got
studded.
the studded leather, and I've got the splint that got put on my leg.
Correct. Yep. So she is still wearing the splint, and the splint is still weeping. So it's still very slightly bleeding through the top of the bandaging.
Oh, I didn't notice till now.
It's not like she's gonna die of blood loss, but it's definitely she is still hurt.
I'm a surgeon, not a
Do you
miracle
need
worker.
Do you need to do you need me to cast a spell on you?
I put a spell on you.
At the moment, I'm more worried about your ability to keep up through a long day.
Believe you me, I'm fine. I'm a little hurt, but I can rough through this. It's not like something
Oh,
I've
she's
been bit
good.
before.
She's good.
Nothing that big, but
She's got some good spells set up. She got some good spells set up. Hey, Hermiter, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Yes, dwarf.
Is that
Dwarf.
stream
Dwarf.
talks
Oh,
there?
we got Green Dragonborn here. Yes, it is. Sorry. I don't do it often, but I pop in once in a while to see who's hanging out. Sorry, guys.
All right. Does everybody feel well enough to get over this pit?
yes, I believe so.
Don't
Yeah, I think
fall
I'm all right.
into the pit. Okay, I will lead the way.
Okay.
Sounds good.
For the sake of brevity, because you guys have maneuvered this pit so many times, I'm going to say that nobody needs to actually roll for it at this point. It was more of an unknown. Since you guys have done it at least 1, 2, 3, like 4 times now, you're good at this point. So, you guys come back down the hallway, and you move into the section of the jail. The jails are still, everything is still closed. The rats are literally still heads poked through where you had stabbed them in the head and ended them. No change here whatsoever, so it seems.
Okay. Can I take a closer look and just make sure?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Excellent. 14, not bad. Yeah, no, nothing has changed here.
Nothing's disturbed or...
Nope, nothing has been disturbed. The only thing that has changed ever so slightly is that there are larger pools of dried blood underneath where the rats were, but you, being a professional, we'll say, know that
Let's say that.
they've bled out.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch Doc on the arm and cast guidance on her before we go into another room.
Okay. Perfect. So you guys move back down to the southwest here into this room here, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And just a
And I'll
tiny
check
detail.
before-
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna have my quarter staff ready at hand if needed.
Yeah, I'll have my
always-
crossbow out
yeah.
too. That's a good call.
As
I'm
well
sorry,
as
did
my
you say
axe.
your quarterstaff?
Yeah, my quarter staff.
God, you are... Oh, you do have a quarterstaff. What the fuck? Rangers,
I'm
man.
gonna-
Rangers. I
Weird.
love Rangers. Rangers are like, oh yeah, 2-weapon fighting, 2-handed style, long range, fuck you.
Swallow it.
Well, I figured also like walking stick at this point. I'm not bad, but you know.
Oh yeah, that's
why
right.
make it bad?
Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to bring up old wounds.
New wounds.
Okay, so I have the circle drawn on here, and this was to remind us that this was a door that had been trapped with the string.
Yeah.
So you get back to this point, and the string that was around the door has snapped on your end.
No, my string.
And what that tells you, Doc, as somebody who was attempting to set a trap, essentially, was that somebody tried to get in here at some point.
Somebody definitely tried to come through.
Somebody opened the door. The door was opened.
Yeah. Is it closed now?
It is closed now, yes.
I'd like to listen at the closed door.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check at the closed door.
That's a 10.
That's with the guidance.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. Yep. As you walk into the room, Bofer's like, she's going to do something.
That's
So
a
he touches you and gives you the holy light of Moradine and a 12. So yeah, you put your ear up against the door, up against the little crack where it was before, and you're like, I don't hear anything over there.
Is this door retrapped now? Can I check for that?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
How does guidance last once, or do I get to
Just
do...
once.
That's what I thought. Okay, so that's a 15.
No, that's great though. 15's fantastic. So you crouch down to where that little pinhole was, that little peg hole at the bottom of the door, and you kind of like look down, and yes, it has been retrapped. The wooden stake or pole has been poked back through it, and you can see another seal of some sort of nasty, thick, goblin-y earwax surrounding it.
This is the bell again.
Again.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you left them alone for like 12 hours. You think they're
Yeah.
gonna just leave their fucking traps alone?
Why don't we not? I'm not gonna waste the time on this if you're gonna just bring their attention to us anyway.
All right,
Maybe-
so
Yeah, that's reasonable.
what I can do is I can use thaumaturgy and just open it, and we can let Ree basically talk and stick the little things out, not revealing his whole body.
Her.
Or
She. Okay, yeah. So, we will approach the door.
I'm gonna swap to my bow since we anticipate problems.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
ahead
I
and
got my
put
crossbow.
one hand on Ree's shoulder, and I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and flick my finger and pray to Moradine while I open the door.
Okay, where are you at? Where's your character at, Beaufort? Are
Right
you on the other
behind
side
you.
of the door? Are you supposed to be over there?
Is that covering my whole body?
Nothing is covering your whole body because it's like halfway through the doorway. I would say at this point, if you are actively standing in the doorway, quote unquote, I will give you half cover bonus from this, which
Okay,
is
but,
pretty. What? Sorry, go ahead.
Could I use thaumaturgy if I'm standing behind Ree?
Oh, I see what you're asking. Okay, I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you were attempting to do. I apologize. I thought you were trying to just look for cover if you were standing on the other side of the door. Okay, hold on one sec.
Yeah, so I think we're basically stacking up on the door right now.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, you are absolutely right, Kevin. Thank you. Sorry, Ree.
Ree, I hope this goes to plan.
Yeah, it'll probably be fine. I mean, I'm pretty good at outsmarting other dumbass gobos. I mean, I'm the smartest goblin I know.
Just to make you a little smarter, I'm gonna guide you a little bit with
Thanks.
guidance.
So here's the interesting thing about thaumaturgy. It reads, you manifest a minor wonder, a sign of supernatural power, within range. You create one of the following magical effects within range, and then this is you instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. It says literally nothing about actually having to see your target. So you can be wherever the fuck you want, you just need to know that it exists and be within 30 feet of it. So you're welcome from the publishers of Wizards of the Coast.
That's funny.
Okay, so I apologize. I'll put you back. You can be wherever you want to be.
I'm gonna stand behind you, and I'm gonna guide you, and I'm gonna open that door for you. All you gotta do is talk.
Okay, so you hear a little incantation behind you, and then there's this warm palm on your back, and then you feel your body kind of like enthralled with this weird divine spiritual energy, and then immediately there is another flash and a puff of smoke, and you guys kind of it smells like coal, like hot coal in a forge, and the door kind of just literally just slams open, and as it slams open, from somewhere above the door, you guys see a chain swing down in the doorway with a fucking open bear trap attached to it. Shafoomp comes up and inside your in your guys' room, hits the opposing doorway above you, slams shut, and then
Holy fucking shit!
You guys want me to disarm that?
I'm glad we didn't open that
He's
door.
disarmed now.
Good lord.
All right, at this point, Ree will kind of clear her throat and call out in Goblin, "Are you trying to kill me? Another goblin of your ilk? How dare you?"
I'm just like silent. I'm like in the background, like.
So
Because I
first
can
of all, give me a
understand.
deception check.
Okay.
I believe you are guided.
He is.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh,
And then what else?
yes.
D4 is it?
D4 it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, shut up.
Good
Okay,
timing.
give the DM 1 second here. I need to figure out how the fuck to do this.
I feel like this is one of those plans where you're like, please don't work. Please don't let this work. It's DM life, yeah.
So, from the other side of the wall, which was familiar to you, you hear some grumbling. There's one voice that says, "Hey, did you hear that?" And there's another voice that says, "What the fuck? Who was that?" And then you see two little goblin heads kind of peek up and into the crenulated wall here. Let me just go ahead and reveal those for you. And you hear, Who is there? Hello?"
At this point, Ree will turn the corner, facing the door. Is like, "It is I, Jolrithy of the Dread Fury Gang. Behold my glory."
Are you attempting to intimidate or persuade? What is your intention here? Obviously, there's some.
My intention is just to get them to just kind of not immediately attack me, and just kind of I guess let me approach. So I guess it's more of persuasion
Sure.
than anything else.
Okay, so you hear one voice, the higher pitched voice, go, "Son of a bitch, it's," and then you hear like a bow being drawn, and you hear the second voice go, wait, hold on a second. Did you say Jolrithy? And you see the head peek up a little bit higher, and you see this middle-aged goblin man with this really nasty snaggletooth underbite, kind of like, "Hey, what'd you say? Jolrithy? Of who now?"
Yes, 'tis I, Jolrithy, the great Jolrithy of the Dread Fury clan. I come bearing gifts for your leader.
How the fuck you get past the kobolds?
Oh, kobolds are of no consequence to me, for I am the great Jolrithy, of course.
That's not what I asked. How'd you get past them?
Stabbed them all in the face, of course.
Make a deception check for me.
Okay.
I like where this is going.
Without guidance. You're too far away.
Oh, that's good. God damn it.
What's a kobold to a great goblin like myself, Jolrithy?
Not good. Oh, you stabbed all of them in the face?
Yes, with this blunt object, no less.
Oh, wow. You hear that? He stabbed them all in the face. And then the little head pops up, and you see now this younger, probably 3 to 4 year old goblin boy, "Oh, you got all of them?"
Including the gut hash, and Jolrithy will pull out the hand and kind of flop it.
Both of their eyes go totally fucking wide at this point, and the older one goes, "Huh, you killed the gut hash from the north? But he killed everybody, and eat everybody, claw and feast. Pox and pustules for everyone, and you do it by yourself? Jolrithy of the Who clan now?"
Ah, Joel, the great... No, it's... Pardon your language, sir. The great Jolrithy of the Dread Fury clan.
Oh, I fucked up.
Goddamn right you did.
Okay. What? You bring gift. What gift you bring? What we need to... Hold on.
I bring gift of no gut hash, for one. I also bring pelts for your leader. I also have some meats. Delightful meats.
But Goblin no send word of other clans. We never hear of this clan before. Why you come now? What you want?
I am an ambassador of the mountain clans above ground.
That's not what me ask. What you want, Jorithy?
Wish to parley with your leader so we can have a much better working relationship with the above ground and the below ground goblins such as yourself and myself.
Make a persuasion check.
These are all my worst rolls.
Can I cast something really quickly?
Make a... It's not going to matter.
shit.
It's only a matter of time.
It's not going to
only a
matter.
matter of time.
That was a 2, by the way. That came up as that one.
It's not guidance.
Real
Also,
bad.
what are you going to
It's
try
not-
to cast?
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, and I'm going to make everything tremor for a second.
At what point in the conversation?
Right before he's about to
Speaking
answer.
Goblin.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can cast Thaumaturgy, no problem. Does Thaumaturgy have somatic components?
It's voice.
Yeah. Okay, give me 1
Yeah,
second.
verbal, somatic, I think. Yeah.
Yep. All right, go ahead. Hold on 1 sec here. Okay. So the older of the two goblins, kind of peeking his head out. COVID's only got me once tonight, so fuck you, COVID. So the older of the two goblins, give me a sec. Okay, I take that back. It got me twice. So the older of the two goblins pops his head up after they kind of like dipped back down, and he kind of peeks his head up and he says, I don't know. Something is. And then the little one pokes its head up and goes, "Did you hear that? He's got Booyog with him! Kill him!" Alright, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Ah, fuck.
Fuck.
As the thaumaturgy goes off without a hitch, and everything in the room vibrates and the caltrops rattle.
I was just about to say, why didn't we think of that? We could have just rattled them out of the way.
Yeah.
Also, thank you guys so much for the raid. I know you guys are here right now. I'm sorry we don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to chat a whole lot when we play D&D because I've got so many screens going. But thank you guys so much.
We're ready for it.
Ratson, you are amazing. Thank you. You guys are awesome. We're gonna kill some motherfuckers in D&D. All right, let's start the combat. All right, let's pull this up.
This did not go to plan.
It's
To be-
D&D.
Yeah, really. to be fair, I got a little bit further than I thought I would.
Dude, you got
Yeah.
way fucking further than I thought you would, honestly. I mean, I was just like, there is no way he is going to talk his way through this whole... They sent the worst person for this, and I was even cutting you a break because you're a goblin. Okay, so you see the goblins kind of stand to their full potential at this point, to where their heads and they're like standing up to where like their breastbone would be above these walls. They don't have javelins anymore. Inside of this room, the javelins that were here from the day before have all been completely swept or picked up and drawn away. You see them drawing short bows. You do manage to react in time for this to be a non-surprise round. So, let's see. Did everybody roll here? Give me a sec. We got Ree with 23, Bofer with 14, She with 13, and Doc with
13.
That's weird. Doc, why is yours not doing it?
It said you wanted to send the result of this roll to the
Oh,
turn
it's because
character.
you're not clicking your character, I think. Is that right?
Yeah. You want me to roll again?
No, it's okay. But you need to just in the future, if you click your character model and then roll, it automatically adds it to the sheet.
I had her clicked, and then I changed her armor back to 16 because I realized I had it at 15, and then.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yay, coding. You know all about that. All right, so Ree, it starts off with you. You literally, you see, they both just crank back on their fucking short bows.
Ree will swear and comment, "God damn it!" and she'll pull out her javelin and chuck it at
it wasn't a raid.
This one right here.
Really quick, that was not a raid, by the way, just to clarify. I apologize about breaking up combat here. Lincoln Zelda rules popped in, which, by the way, thank you very much, Link, for being here. Yeah, he can't chat, but he actually, I saw Ratsin's name, and I assumed it was a raid, so it was actually 2 gift subs. Anyways, okay, so back at it. So, Ree, you are going to, I'm sorry?
I'm going to chuck a javelin at this one right here.
Fuck yeah, go ahead and do it.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... Well, I'm going to bonus action rage first.
Ooh, very nice.
God damn it, Ree! Chuck the thing.
Nice.
God damn.
Wow, dude.
Well, fuck my cover.
Wow. And then... Okay, so that's also... Well, that's going to be +2 for the rage also. I don't think that adds it in there.
So that is, what, 8 minimum, +2 for the rage?
Yeah.
Which one were you shooting at, the younger one or the older one?
Just that one there.
That one? Okay, so that's the young one. Yeah, he's out of there. So yeah, so they both begin to draw back on the short bow, and you literally, like, reach back, you grab the javelin, and you don't even, like, pull it out and then yank, you pull it from its quiver and, like, bend forward and fucking throw it forward, and as you do so, you nail, what is the range on a javelin?
30 feet.
5, 10, 15, perfect. So yeah, you hurl it, and as this little, youngling pops up, you Anakin his ass and just literally back off of the crenulated wall and just goes silent on the other end.
Alright, and she's going to rush forward. Fuck the caltrops, she's just rushing forward.
Awesome. I definitely approve of that. Give me 1 second.
Of course you do.
And here we go. Here we go.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay, dokie.
Yeah, you've got no problem whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you kick through the caltrops. You literally, like, put your feet sideways like a duck and just fucking kick through the caltrops as far as you need to go.
Alright. So that gets me there. What is it? So that's 20 feet. I have 30 feet of movement. Would I take a penalty to getting over that wall, or?
Yeah, so we'll say it's going to be 5 feet to go over the wall, and then, well, actually it'd be difficult terrain to get over the wall, so we'll say, yeah, it'll be 10 feet to get over the wall. So that would be all your movement, though. You could get over the wall and land in the space next to the other guy.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. Okay. So now this poor son of a bitch is looking at it, just a frothing little goblin maniac right now with a table leg.
So as soon
as...
Well,
actually no table leg, just bare-fisted at this point.
Okay, there's the rest of the room for you. When you hoof it over the wall, you realize that there is actually a third goblin in this room who was, as these two were drawing short bows, was in the process of taking out a what appears to be some sort of short sword and strapping a shield on, but caught you coming over and, like, looked at you like, "Oh shit!"
Like, I'm screaming the entire time right now.
Yeah, they both look very, very terrified because they know what berserkers are in Goblin Society, and they're not good things. So, okay. Any other actions?
That's it.
All right, Bofer.
I'd be like, damn it, Pete, this wasn't part of the plan. I'm gonna go over I'm gonna go right here. How do I put myself here? Like in front of the door?
You can hit Alt and drag your character to be in front of the door, or we will call you in front of the door if you want to have half cover and still be able to fire over. It's no problem.
Alright, sounds good. And I am going to go ahead and use Guiding Bolt on this one right here.
Beautiful. Go ahead and make a ranged spell attack for me. That is a 17. Give me 1 second. Motherfucker, that is exactly what you needed to hit with the half cover. Son of a bitch, dude. Come on, brah.
Yeah. And here we go.
Okay. Fuck, that sucks. Good for you. Oh, motherfuck, man. Alright, so...
Okay, that's good.
So, Ree screams into the room, like, pole vaults over the wall, immediately kills one goblin and surprises the other. This poor goblin is about to loose an arrow through the doorway, and Beaufort slips up to the door, already mid-incantation, and as he, like, swings his, what is it, a warhammer?
Warhammer.
Swings his warhammer forward. You guys see this energy, this, like, red energy build in his shoulder, and you hear this audible, like, as it spreads down his arm in these weird, like, fiery veins, and his weapon, his warhammer, turns like this bright white, and all of a sudden this beam of what appears to be like raw lava just blasts out of his fucking warhammer straight over the wall and just spits this goblin square in the face, literally just melting 3/4 of its skull. And as it starts to cool, you realize that it's like some sort of like metallic liquid, because it hardens quick, and as he hits the ground you just hear kunk, and he stops moving. So good for you.
Seems to be successful.
Fuck my goblins. Anything else, Beaufort?
I'm going to use my movement to rush after Ree.
Alright, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
It's exactly what you needed to succeed, so you have no problem whatsoever. You can move your full distance. Whatever that happens to be.
Let's see here. Oh, 69. Alright. So I can push the whole way.
Wait, did you say 69?
That's my weight.
What is your movement?
It's 25 feet. I was just making sure I didn't have any more weight for be overcumbered.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you wanted to move towards Ree, you can move all the way up to this spot here.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush right there.
Alright, yep. Nope. One back. That's 25 feet from where you were. I got you, bud. There you go. Because it will take 10 feet of movement to get over that wall. Alright. Next, she. So these two have done some crazy shit and just charged into this room.
Even moving with line of sight to the door, can I see the other one?
How tall are you?
Let me check.
I suppose I could look and stop being a lazy prick.
I rushed after
Almost
you.
6 foot.
Yeah, you're 5'10", so yeah, no, you cannot see that creature on the other end.
Okay. Then I'm going to just move in front of the door and knock an arrow and just hold for if I see anything to shoot.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and, do you want me to... Oh, you got it. You got it. Okay, perfect. That brings us to, Doc.
Do the... Okay, first of all, I'll move 10 feet over. Do the walls look climbable?
All walls are climbable in D&D. It just depends on how
enough.
well you roll and how brave you are.
Because I can't see that one back there from here, can I?
How tall are you?
7'4".
Yes, you can.
Okay, then I want to shoot at that one with my crossbow.
Okay. You can just barely see what is like a top knot and then just like the top of this little green skull.
Is this at disadvantage or?
No, it's not disadvantage. He just has
Okay.
has
that's
more
right,
cover
okay.
than yeah.
Hold up,
Okay,
you're
well, that's a
7'4"?
22.
Yeah, Tabaxi are fucking huge, dude.
Damn.
I didn't realize they were so tall. Yeah.
That's a 22 to hit.
Jesus, what the fuck is with you guys? Even with my 3/4 cover and having a 20 AC, you still managed to shoot my fucking goblin? Y'all suck. Alright, do your damage.
11.
Okay, no, that's cool. Fuck, wait, what?
SEAL Team
Because I got
6
sneak
no.
attack. Oh no, sneak attack does not count. She's not within 5
Okay,
feet.
yeah, I was gonna say, no, that doesn't
So only
work.
6.
So you guys get up to this wall. Ree, you're screaming and looking around. This beam of lava has just hit this fucking goblin in front of you, like literally in the head and neck, and crumpled its skull into literally goo. It hit the ground, and then all of a sudden a crossbow bolt fucking over the wall, clips this other guy in the top of the head, bounces his head off the wall, and he looks around, and he just goes, ah, 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 ah! And he's still alive, but he's screaming and grabbing at a crossbow bolt in his skull. Anything else, Doc? You crazy cat?
Did the way get cleared at all for
No!
as
They just
far as-
ran straight through it. They didn't clear it. They said, fuck everybody
Well, I didn't know
behind
how
me.
many stuck in. Oh no, they missed.
No,
That's right,
they
that's
missed
right.
all of them. They
You guys rolled very well.
Yes.
I will stay here for now.
Okay. So this goblin, realizing that both of its friends have just been horrifically fucking murdered, and
Oh,
it just
shit,
took
it's gonna run.
it just took a crossbow bolt to the fucking skull. It begins to run. That's 5, 10. Actually, hang on. I need to see speed of goblins. Give me 1 second here. Fuck, they move fast.
Scurry.
10, 15, 20. All right. So, yeah, that happens. He literally bolts for the door in the southwest part of the room, literally screaming, and there is a trail of blood that wouldn't even require a survival check in the woods in Georgia to follow, okay? The blood is very evident. This thing is profusely bleeding from its skull. Ree.
I loosened it for you.
Yeah. Okay. So Ree, she's got bloodlust at this point, so she's gonna just charge after the dude.
Okay.
This is not the best idea. But it's gonna be fun.
It'll be fine. Probably.
Look, you've gone unconscious twice. I think that this is an excellent idea.
So that's like 29
Alright, give me 1 sec.
point numbers.
How are you getting it to calculate your movement?
I'm holding Q and then right clicking as I turn a corner. If that makes any sense.
Maybe.
So as you start to move your character, you hit the Q button, and then you move it, and then you right click, and then you move it again.
Yeah, I mean, every square is 5 feet regardless of how you move, so if you're moving...
Right, you can also just do arrows too, yeah.
Right. Okay, so yeah, you enter this room and... just 1 sec here. Now, obviously, you are raging, so it's a little bit different for you because you're just kind of seeing red. However... so in this room, there's dozens of blunted and broken arrows that lie on the cracked cobblestone floor, and a few that protrude from 3 crudely sewn human-sized targets that are hung along the center of the southern wall, which are displayed here. The northern third of the room is separated by from the south by a crudely mortared and crenellated half wall. A permanent camp of sorts lies north of the wall, complete with a fire ring and several small iron pots, which are clearly visible from where you will be here in just a second.
And where's the blood trail going?
It goes straight north, around this corner, and then it goes like here, here, and then it begins to disappear here.
Okay, so I'm trying to also read my rage rules here. So it ends early if I'm not unconscious, or if my turn ends and I haven't attacked a hostile creature since my last turn.
And that's what you can see as far as this room is concerned, up until this point.
Oh, it goes straight over the wall. The blood
Yeah.
trail goes straight
Oh
over the
yeah,
wall.
you can see like it hit, and there's just this big splash on the fucking wall where there was obviously a head and a hand, and then it's like skitters up.
Okay, so if I'm trying to see it, so I attacked on my last turn, but I probably won't be able to attack anything on this turn. Would that mean my rage doesn't end this turn, but it will my next turn?
And
I believe, right?
so your rage will end this turn so long as unless you take damage or attack. So, however that happens, and I say that because I've had crazy barbarians that I've played with who will punch themselves in the fucking nose and just go about their business. Who's that?
Okay.
Huh?
I might have to end up doing that if you're okay with that. Because yeah, I do know some DMs who are just like, no, that's stupid.
Give me 1 sec.
Sure.
This was kind of a crazy way to go about things.
Yeah, I know this isn't exactly part of the plan.
You're considering this crazier than forging a 40-foot ladder out of absolute nothingness and using it to climb up the like 3-foot wall. This is crazy in comparison.
I mean, that was to be fair, that was a cool plan.
That would have been awesome. Just to
it
have
was very
Ree,
cool.
to have Ree
I'm
at
just
the end
not
of
calling
it,
not crazy.
and just like we throw him up there, he jumps over the wall and just goes berserk.
Okay, so the way that it reads is the rage ends early if you are knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. So that is alluding to your turn having just ended and then saying you did not attack somebody or take damage since your last turn, meaning your turn just ended, that was your last turn. So what I will also say is that berserkers are fucking crazy. I have met men in bars in both the civilian and military world
themselves
who
to get
will,
them pumped up.
oh man, I mean, I've seen guys punch themselves literally in the face and made themselves bleed to continue themselves from froth to froth. So I will say, especially since you're a goblin, yes, absolutely 100%. If you wanted to fuck yourself up just a little bit to keep your rage going, you're more than welcome to.
All right, so yeah, Ree will absolutely do that. She will kind of punch herself in the face just to keep herself riled up.
Okay, and we'll say you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage for that.
Okay.
Since you have to take some sort of damage.
Well, technically, my unarmed strike is 3.
3 damage? Oh,
3
that's right,
damage,
because
yeah.
you're raging. Yep, okay, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Take 3 damage.
Okay, so yeah, I just kind of punch myself in the nose a little bit, get a little blood going, like, fuck yeah, I love it. So everybody around the corner probably just hears like this snarling monster around the other end.
Yeah, especially Bofer. Like, you hear this, like, you hear Ree, like, Ree! And then it gets quiet, and then you hear, like, this loud flesh on flesh, and then this audible, like, ah! Yeah, fuck you!
Okay, so I think that's all I can do for the moment.
Okay, Bofer.
We can't talk to other people on our turns, correct?
You absolutely can. Yep, everybody gets a free verbal action.
Like, do
You
they
just-
have a verbal action back or just me?
On their turn, they will get a verbal action back. So you can shout something to them. Now, mind you, a turn in D&D all happens consecutively. So your response to them may be influenced in one way or another. But obviously we've got to do turn things because D&D. But it's all technically happening at the same time, just in a little bit of a staggered order.
Did you all hear that?
No, you didn't, because I wasn't pushing my alt tab or my alt button.
Okay.
So it all happens at the same time, but it's a little bit staggered. In D&D, all turns happen technically at the same time, but initiative defines how it's staggered. So yeah, you can say something to somebody, but they won't be able to respond until it's their turn.
Got it. All right, y'all. I gotta go after him. I don't know how you're gonna go with these caltrops, but try your best.
Okay, so it's no problem for you to get over the wall. Takes you 10 feet of movement, so that's 10, 15.
There.
Perfect. So, like, as you're running up to this point, you are probably catching the tail end of Ree's fist coming off of her face and blood spilling out of her mouth as she's shaking and just, like, spitting foam and like, yeah, motherfucker!
Just, and end turn.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. All
Yeah,
right.
fucking get some, get some.
Okay, she.
I'm going to glance at Doc real fast, and I'm going to swing out my quarterstaff, and I'm just going to use it and just like, I'm going to take my action. I'm just going to push those caltrops out of the way, hold the quarterstaff long way, and just shove them.
Okay, we'll say that you're moving with difficult terrain. So yeah, you can clear the caltrops no problem. But each 5-foot square costs you 10 feet of movement. Which,
I can get
I
15 of them, no problem.
right, and if you use your action because you get your movement, so if you use your action, you clear the whole fucking hallway, no problem.
Yeah, I'll just clear the whole fucking hallway, and then I think
No problem whatsoever. You drop the quarterstaff down, you look at Doc like the only other sensible, civilized person here, and just, shh, no problem. Yeah, you sweep them all out of the way, you push them all to the end, and they are in a nice, big, beautiful pile awaiting storage.
Do I have any extra? I wouldn't have any extra with that,
No,
would
that
I?
uses all your
Cool.
movement and all your
That's
action.
fine.
Unless you have something that is a bonus action or a reaction to something that is happening.
I don't think so. I just want to stow the quarterstaff, grab the bow again, the usual.
Perfect. Go ahead and move your character, and then you are good to go. Alright, Doc.
So now I don't have difficult terrain, right?
That is correct. You can move at exactly the speed that you have. Thanks to she.
Okay, I'm gonna
The
use...
She-Hulk. Kind of ironic that you're green, too.
I'm gonna use my feline agility so that I can double my speed.
Oh, fuck.
She can also use dash.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Dude, I forgot about that. What the fuck? Yeah, and then she could bonus action dash
Zoomies.
if she needed to. Holy shit, I forgot
That's
how fast you are.
120 feet. That's 120 feet.
As I go by, I'm like,
What the fuck just happened? Is that a leopard?
I hope you know she just beat the 100-meter dash in about like 6 seconds.
6 seconds, yeah.
as I go by, I say, thank you, and just like kind of trot past her, and then step over the wall because I'm 7 feet tall. I don't want to go past everybody, but I want to be at a point where I can ready my action to shoot at a goblin if it busts through.
Yeah, that's fine. With where you're at right now, you're at 50 feet, so you can move as fast as you fucking want to.
What was on the south wall here?
So down here, there are 3 human-sized straw-stuffed targets that have been hit with a slew of arrows and javelins.
I see. Okay.
I should say humanoid-sized. They are
Yeah.
larger creatures.
I guess, yeah, I'll hold my action contingent upon, a goblin busting through that door, and I've got my crossbow ready to fire.
Okay, perfect.
And this is gonna be a dumb question, but I don't use the bolt unless I use the bolt, right? It's not like magic where I ready the action and then...
No. It's
Okay.
the only thing in this game where if you hold an action and you waste what you're doing is if you use a spell slot.
Okay.
Because what it's saying is that you are literally in the middle, you pause, you begin casting the spell, you call that energy up, you start the incantation and everything, and you just hope something will happen. It's kind of a gamble.
Okay.
But that's a good question.
Alright, that's what I'm
Okay.
gonna do.
All right, perfect. There is some jabber from in the next room. You can roughly translate it through your rage as...
I can understand it too.
Oh, yes, then you can understand it too, perfectly. As, get ready, I hear them. Oh, hold your fire, wait, here they come. Probably 4 or 5 voices over there.
Was that on my turn or on theirs?
No, that's their turn right now.
Okay.
So that ends their turn. Ree.
All right, so yeah, Ree still frothing. She's like, oh, they're ready for us. They're ready. So let's get some. And she'll And she'll run into the room. Ree!
1, 2, 3.
All right. Okay,
Actually,
so
that's probably going to be as far as she goes, because that's going to be like 10 feet to get over that wall.
yeah, let's see if she can even make it over that wall. I got some reactions to make. Here's some held actions, I should say.
Oh my god.
Give me
no.
1 second. Oh,
no,
yes,
no,
sir.
no.
So that's going to be...
Don't fuck me up.
3 short... This is the first time I've been able to fucking attack you guys this whole game so far, alright? So give me 1 second here. Let me do my business. 1, 2, 3. I did not roll well. I rolled... My best was a fucking 12.
Are those all... Wait, you're automatically rolling at an advantage? Is that what's happening?
So, yeah, when I click on the import, so I bought the monster manual, when I click on it, it automatically rolls with advantage. I always take the first roll. If I roll with advantage, then I can jump between either roll. So
Right,
yeah,
so
my
yeah,
height,
none of them hit.
so yeah, it was an 11, a 12, and a 10. So literally, as you scream around the corner, Doc, you can see clear as day, 3 arrows, like 1 hits one of the humanoid targets, 1 clatters off the wall, and 1 you just smash out of the fucking air as it's coming at you. No problem whatsoever. And that is, there's 1 goblin back here who is going to rebrace itself. Actually, this guy, hang on, he's going to come back here and do that.
I was not ready for this.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that ended their that was their reaction. So you get up to that point, you're at the wall screaming and frothing. We're gonna skip it ahead to Bofer.
Oh, I do still have...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
My movement is 30. I know I don't have enough movement to actually get over that wall and do an action, but I would like to at least hop over the wall. Just move my full action, or movement action, and just double move.
Yeah. You can do that, but you know what? Okay, so it's tough because you're gonna have to jump over them. But if you want to jump over them, feel free.
Yeah, I just want to basically just like
plop yourself in the middle, like over here.
Yeah, Ree kind of wants to do like the crowd surfing thing, just like leap into the middle of the crowd.
Fuck yeah!
with her table leg out and ready.
Yeah. Go ahead and
she's straight up fucking bloodlust right now.
give me an. Are you side straddling or are you pole vaulting?
Like just leaping.
Oh shit! That's
just straight
crazy.
up rage leaping. Yeah. Like she's like,
yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I mean, you can
bloodlust
leap. Go ahead. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, ma'am.
like you said it was a 3-foot wall. It's like the exact same wall as before.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So you have no problem. I mean, if you burn your action, you have no problem getting to the. You can get to the dead center of where these guys are, like literally, like right here.
Yeah, and then I'm just that's it. Just in the middle of these guys.
To be honest,
I'm probably going down, guys.
No, I feel really fucking bad for this. I haven't hit any of you guys fucking tonight. Like, y'all gonna learn. I tell you what. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I get sneak attack now.
Well, we'll see about that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Bofer.
I'm gonna go ahead and hide behind this wall.
That's probably. Oh, are you gonna like legitimately hide? Like try to stealth?
No, like.
Okay, just for cover. Okay, we'll say at that point where you're at, you have half cover.
I'm gonna curse our amazing goblin in Dwarvish, and then start to cast Sanctuary on him to help him not die. 30 feet.
You basically take my damage, right?
No, sanctuaries where they have to roll to essentially not attack you. So yeah, it wards you, and anybody who wants to attack you has to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature has to choose a new target or lose the attacker's spell. Yeah, I mean...
And I am exactly 30 feet away.
You can literally do that. Do you seriously have that spell fucking prepared right now?
I do, right now.
You shut your fucking mouth. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen. I knew Ree was going to do this. at one point I knew our Goblin Berserker was going to do something.
You know what's funny? I actually just pulled up the character sheet that I had saved from like halfway through the day. This motherfucker has Sanctuary prepared. Wow. All right. What does your Sanctuary look like? Tell me the spell, baby. You do it, because that's genius. That is fucking genius.
Do you need me to read it out or no?
No, just tell me what it looks like. Explain it, man. Or I can do it.
All right, so let me see here. I have to see this really quickly.
That's good. That's good. Bofer's got some fucking. He's got some.
So you are going to see.
What cleric uses Sanctuary? It's 2022.
Glowing
We don't need
tattoos
Sanctuary.
of fire and hammer on Ree's like stomach, arms, and to her neck. Just start glowing with a radiance.
Oh, that fucking badass, get down!
Oh yeah, and you feel it. You feel like this weird presence of a god that's like kind of icky and that really hates goblins, but definitely protects the absolute shit out of you. And then there's like this wave of energy. And Ree, even in your bloodlust, you can see that the goblins are kind of looking at you confused, like they're really not sure. Like it's almost like they can't see where you are, but can kind of half see where you are. Very strange.
That was a fucking amazing move, by the way.
That is genius.
And with my voice action, I'm going to go ahead and tell Doc, I would not recommend poking your head too far out. Because some shit's about to happen.
Alright, so Sanctuary will be the chained heart and red dot. So, there we go. And you have... is that concentration spell, Bofer?
It's a bonus action. Or
that's not...
1 minute. 1 minute. And
1
no, it's not
minute. Motherfuck, it is not a concentration spell. What the fuck are you doing? Who uses Sanctuary? That's awesome.
I do.
Okay. That's genius, man. Good for you. Alright, I dig it. I dig it. I like where this is going. Okay, she. Come in here and help me so I can shoot some of these motherfuckers.
I just gotta... All I gotta do is play catch up at this point. I am very far behind. I gotta get over this leg with my stupid... Or this wall with my stupid splinted leg.
Oh my god, they left you behind. That's right. They left the fucking cripple behind.
Use dash. Use dash.
Oh, no. Don't call her a cripple.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. It translates poorly in giant.
I just turned Ree into a main character.
So cripple is not meant to be my character trope, by the way.
But
Anyway,
here we are.
I'm gonna start to catch up. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, fair enough. Yep, go ahead and move as far as you want to go. So it's 10 feet to get over the wall. And you can go diagonal if you want, so that'd be... I don't know, how far do you
30.
move? Oh, you moved 30?
I moved 30, which
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
so-
think that'll get me close enough to shoot anyone.
You can at least be in
So
the
this
same
is
range.
25 for you. This would be 30... Or that would be 25... That'd be 35. Yeah, this would be 35 down here, so... Your choice, though. I mean, you can burn your action to dash always.
Yeah, I'll move bonus to dash and I'll shoot.
Okay. Wait, bonus to dash? You have cunning action?
Oh crap! I'm
Wrong character. I was like, hold up, no, you don't have
Wrong
cunning action. Hold on, that's Sybil.
That's the other cripple.
That's
Yeah, I
the
was
other
gonna
cripple. Oh shit, sorry guys. But yes, you can.
what do you got?
I know you can definitely dash. All right, so you have yourself set up. You've got a pretty good vantage point. I mean, at this point, you can see everybody screaming around there. You actually see what appears to be, especially with your height, you can see like this steam emanating off the center of these goblins who have now turned around and are absolutely freaking the fuck out.
Then I'm gonna use my verbal to just be like, "What the fuck?"
All right,
And you're going to see me just still doing this.
Doc.
Alright. I'm assuming I cannot... No, I'm not going to be able to see anybody from here. Okay, so I'm going to have to move past our cleric.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to shoot at the one that's directly in front of me.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That is a
Damn.
16 to hit.
16 is a miss. Barely. So you fire, and it goes right in between where the crenellation is, and it just, I mean, by like literally an eighth of an inch, clips off the wall, and as it does so, it bounces off and smashes into the other brick and just twists and snaps. Nothing left to it.
Were you in half cover,
Son
kid?
of a bitch.
Or Duck?
No, I'm right out in the open. Well, I mean,
Now,
I
she
guess
ran
the
right out in the
wall,
open,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
But the people on the other side of the wall, behind the crenellations, are in half cover. From you guys.
Run back and behind cover, and that's gonna be it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's go ahead and moving on to the Gobos. Oh, this is so stupid. Okay, so let's start with the two melee guys who are literally actively engaged in Re right now. So I'm sorry, it is a Wisdom saving throw
13.
of 13. Alright, you guys know I make all my rolls public. I ain't got nothing to fucking hide here. Oh, this is not good. I got a bad Wisdom saving throw here. Well, I rolled a 15 on one, so that's good. So the first one loses its attack because it doesn't know who the fuck to hit. So it goes to swing at you, stops, and you see like this like white glisten over its eyes, and it takes a breath like it has seen the face of God, and it just goes and just stops. The second one kind of swings in, has that same look, but pushes forward and manages to swing. But let's see if it actually hits. 13. I don't think a 13 hits.
Does not.
Nope. So the 13 comes down and Ree just parries it. The goblin in the center is going to swing around.
You're welcome, Ray.
Thank you for your booyah.
That's a 16. That passes the sanctuary. Thank God.
That hits.
That was just
listen,
that was just to pass the sanctuary. This is a two-step process. This is to hit. That's a 9. Motherfuck. No. Nope, 9 doesn't hit. So, yeah, again, this one comes in. It kind of, like, burns past that look and just swings, and you feel it kind of hit you in the shoulder, but your shoulders are tough. That's really nasty, sinewy meat. So the other two are going to fire their... Fuck, they can't actually see. They cannot see... Oh, actually, you know what? One can see she. One can see she. The other one cannot see shit. So the other one will go ahead and pull out its scimitar, and it will attack you since it doesn't have line of sight on anybody. Go ahead and make that double roll here really quick. Here's the wisdom save. That's a 2. Doesn't even get through the wisdom save. It goes to swing down, and again, face of God, and it just... The second one, however, is going to fire its short bow at she.
Crap, I went too far.
That's an 11. I don't fucking hit. Dude, I haven't hit shit. I haven't hit you guys. I'm gonna fuck you up when you get to the grove. Don't you worry.
Those second rolls, man. Those are scaring me though.
As I said, you're welcome. You're welcome. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew you were gonna do this.
So the sanctuary stands through the entirety of the turn, and son of a bitch, I don't get a single hit in. So you are welcome. Moradine has blessed you all, and fuck me. Alright, Ree, it's your turn. You realized... And Ree, as these goblins whose eyes flash white, like, go to hit you, you see the face of this dwarven man with this huge white beard and nothing but big golden booyah charms hanging off of it flash before your eyes.
Yeah, booyah, baby. Okay, so Ree will... I got one attack. Ugh. Level 2. She's going to attack. I don't know, I froze.
Yeah, I think you're alright. I can hear you just a little bit. You're choppy, but...
Okay, yeah, my internet's doing weird things. Okay.
Now, the guy in front of you, directly in front of you, is the one who had been wounded before. He literally still has the bolt sticking out of his head.
Okay, good. I'd like to hopefully end his life.
Okay.
Table leg.
Rude. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
None of my other characters roll like this, by the way.
What the fuck, dude?
Literally no other character I have rolls like this.
So you like screech out.
Plus
as you
2, by the way.
Yeah, right. So that's 15. So this guy had 1 hit point left. You screech, and as you come down on this guy, as you clip him in the top of the head, you literally shatter him like Gallagher smashing a fucking watermelon on stage. His brains and guts blow out from like the head down through mid-chest across the entirety of the back of this wall, including the guy next to him. And he is no more.
And then Rio just turn wild-eyed to the person in the back corner there, just Ray!
All right. Okay, so that's gonna bring us to Bofer.
All right. Everyone's gonna hate me for this because this is my last spell slot, but I'm gonna use Sanctuary on She because it's not.
It is not concentration.
It's not concentration, and then I'm going to also use. What is it called? Where is my? I'm gonna use Toll the Dead on this one.
That's gonna change what I'm gonna do then.
Toll the Dead on middle.
You only have this. This is your last spell slot, you said?
Last spell slot. I need to save the party.
Oh, no.
I haven't hit anybody. You don't need to save shit.
I don't think we need
You
to
do
save
you.
anyone.
You do you. You do you.
If they don't attack you, they're attacking her.
I am still decently injured, but still.
Is Toll the Dead a bonus action? Because if it is not, you cannot cast.
Actually, Sanctuary is a bonus action.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
And Wisdom save of, let's see here. Okay, your point at one creature you can see within range. Around it. Target
Why the fuck do people not use Sanctuary more often? That is a good spell.
It is a great spell.
That's really good.
Let
Yeah.
me see.
For a
Go ahead
cleric
and roll.
non-concentration spell? What the fuck? Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Wisdom saving throw, I know, because Toll the Dead and fuck me.
So roll Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's an 8. I failed for sure. Enjoy your D12. Who are you trying to fuck up?
It's D8 because none of them are hurt.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, is it just the guy that you can see? The guy who shot the guy who shot at She?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
Yep, got him. All right,
That's
not
a
bad. Okay, so you said you were dropping. I'm sorry, you dropped the Sanctuary on She. Is that right?
Correct.
All right. All right, so She, Beaufort turns towards you and begins spitting out this crazy dwarvish incantation. And as he does so, you feel like this hot breath kind of like awkwardly spilling onto you. And he holds his hand out, and as he does so, you see these very familiar tattoos and brands like just appear and burn themselves into your being, and you just start to slowly shimmer out of existence, but not to a point where you're invisible. It's just like this weird mirage sensation. And then he turns and he mutters another incantation, and as he swings his warhammer forward, you guys all hear this audible gong as the goblin in the lower left-hand corner right up here screams out, and as he does, you kind of cock your head over towards him yelling, and you see this black ichor spill out of his nose and eyes, and he's just looking at it confused like,
Oh, you're next, motherfucker!
You guys are sick. And that's how we started our evil campaign. All right, She.
I never professed to be a good one. One of the good guys.
You're the fucking slaver, of course.
And I hate all of these people because they hurt me.
And I mean, technically, goblins are kind of known for being slavers too. So
That is very true. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to just knock an arrow, fire at the one that fired at me, and let's see who's the better shot. Hint, it's probably not me.
Nope, nope. Yeah, unfortunately you did miss. So as he's screaming and doubling over in pain, your arrow, which should have struck true, flies right past and boom, like bursts off of the door that is kitty corner to where that guy is standing. Also, for those of you using ammunition, make sure that you do mark your ammunition off for me.
Am I in a position where I can kind of gauge what this magic is doing? The sanctuary magic?
You have no fucking idea because he never told you, but you do feel like you are, like, as you look down at yourself, you see, like, the sands of time kind of like, let me back that up. It's almost like there are these mirage-like heat waves spinning around you and making it very, very hard for you to see. Like, you can almost not see yourself. Like, you almost don't want to look at yourself.
Okay, then I'm going to... Yeah, putting myself more into the room wouldn't help me get a better line of fire on any of them. It would just open me up to more.
You would get a better line of fire on this guy over here, because you could actually see him. And this guy back here, because you could actually see him, but that's about it.
But they're still going to have somewhat of cover.
Oh, they will definitely have cover, yeah. They have cover because cover only works one way, typically, right? It's usually in the advantage of whoever is hiding behind said cover.
Okay, then I will just be done with that.
Okay, perfect. Alright, we're going to go to Doc, and give me just 1 second while we go to Doc, you guys. I'm going to flip my mic off, and I need to take a very quick bio break. You can discuss as if you had had a free verbal action if you want.
That was a really good spell, at least on Ree. Not convinced about myself, but that was a really fucking good spell to do on Ree.
Yeah, that was I tried to use my last spell slots because I didn't know, because I saw two of them actually have javelins or short bows that they could shoot at you, and I know you're a little messed up, so I just did it just in case.
Yeah, I just hope we don't need healing. That's my only fear.
I have
You never need healing.
I have a potion of healing, actually.
Oh yeah, I guess in this party we never, ever, ever need healing or fall unconscious or anything.
You can always find some piss mushrooms.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
I
say.
swear to you, I would rather die.
But yeah, no, I knew this was going to happen, so I picked it because I knew something was going to go terribly wrong. It was between that and mage armor, and I'm so glad I picked this one.
Yeah, especially against goblins, so it was very smart.
Yeah, my hope was to do the Han and Chewie thing, where like you guys were my prisoners and you're my slaves and whatnot, and then we can kind of get to the leader, and then we can do all that. But yeah.
Also,
That-
I told you
That's
now's your
very-
chance to rush them.
Right.
Instead, you are now going to be Han in the cantina because you are shooting first.
Exactly.
Also,
Yeah,
as
that's
my
exactly right.
wait, is it everyone's bonus action or just one person's?
No, nobody got a bonus action. I said you guys got a verbal action.
Oh, verbal
We
action.
kind of talked
I'm
out
just
of character
letting
a
you
little.
guys just kind of talk and chill. Because I had to pee,
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
man.
Okay,
Yeah, we have like
no-
a Zach
no
Morris moment
in-game
here.
verbal action.
Alright, on that note, Doc.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna kind of peekaboo and shoot. Same one. That's a 16.
Again, the 16, as you kind of like peekaboo, you aim and you pop your shot, and it should hit, but there's so much weird crap happening on the other side of that wall that the bolt hits the wall and just barely deflects, just grazing the top of the hair of the goblin, and then smashes against the wall.
Okay. Doc's getting a little annoyed, so I'm gonna go forward. Since I'm pretty tall, would I be able to swing at them from, like, if I'm right up against the wall, or do I need to climb over it?
Oh fuck yeah, you're like 7 feet
I'm
tall.
7'4".
What the fuck? You always play such big characters.
I know.
Literally, all three of the characters that you've played in my campaigns have been huge, except for the very first campaign when she ran through the Sunless Citadel and she played a fucking halfling.
Are you a particularly short person?
No, I'm average. I'd say 5'6", 5'6".
She's short, yes. Yeah, you could definitely reach over that wall and just snatch those bitches out. No
Okay,
problem.
perfect. All right, so that's where I'll end then.
Okay, excellent. That'll move us to the goblins. All right, so goblin number... Okay, so first of all, we got a couple things that are going to happen here. Let's do it like this.
Beaufort's just freaking out right now.
So the sanctuary is gone from me, and it's on.
No, it's
Shit,
not.
right?
Nope, it is not concentration. He casts it, and it just fucking lasts.
But not to be the teacher, can we have homework thing? But I think that if the person who is sanctuaried
If it breaks,
attacks, then it breaks it, doesn't it?
correct. If somebody attacks, oh, that's right. So yeah.
Oh, if somebody actually succeeds,
It works like a
on
charm,
this-
I think.
No. If the person who has the sanctuary cast upon them attacks, it vanishes. So yeah, I guess both sanctuaries are gone now. Because the way it reads is this. Let's see. Blah, 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 let me back up here. So
There's
it
a
says,
caveat there.
if the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects an enemy creature, the spell ends. Period.
Crap.
Sorry,
so
I just didn't want to cheat.
Nope. Candace is 100% correct. So those...
Otherwise, it would have been way.
Yeah,
too
no, you're
OP.
right. You're absolutely right. So both she and Ree's sanctuaries poof, but they saved Ree.
Oh yeah.
Hard
That was a
fucking
lot,
core. I mean,
yeah.
that was a lot. You should have been attacked a couple more times. All right, excuse me. Sorry, guys. On that note, so the door in front of you guys bursts open, and another goblin is standing there with a scimitar out, looking at you, and it says in Goblin, "What the fuck?" and begins to rush in.
More meat for the grinder, motherfucker!
So, Ree, you are going to have 3 scimitar... Actually, there's going to be 4 scimitar attacks on you at this point, so bear with me here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Okay, well, I hit once. I think
Two of them hit.
Yeah, I was going to say the 15... Because what did you got, a 16 AC?
16, so 2 of them, the 18 and the 22 definitely hit.
Alright, so the 18, you're going to take 8 points of slashing damage, and the 22, you'll take another 4, so that's 12 points of slashing damage total, divided by 2, because you're a fucking raging goblin, which means you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
So 6
Go,
points
go,
of
rage.
slashing damage as 4 of these goblins just literally start whirlwinding on your ass, and you feel a couple of cuts, and you're like, no big fucking deal. I still got enough blood to breathe. And with that, the final goblin, which is the one over in this corner, draws back on its short bow again, and it does fire a shot at she. Yay, I hit! Sorry, I get excited
Shit.
because how rare is it that I actually fucking hit something? I haven't hit anything all
that
night.
doesn't knock you out, does it?
Huh?
No, but I look very bad off.
Oh yeah, she was not healed all the way up. So yeah, this little goblin pops its head up, the one that had just taken the crazy necrotic blast to the face and an arrow that almost clipped it in the head, and it fires, and she, as you're drawing your next arrow, and you're kind of like looking down and trying to find the fletching and the knock where it lines up, because you've got, you know, the one green feather that shows you where it needs to be pointed up, you feel this like this dagger-like pain in your chest, and you look down, and there is a goblin arrow sticking out of your chest, and you see this little head with these excited eyes just, and that's gonna end their turn. Ree!
So the one on the bottom left here is the one who shot she.
Oh yeah.
You motherfucker! And she'll whirl around and whack this thing in the back of the head.
Oh no. Oh no, my goblins. Oh yeah, that hit. Oh,
Nice.
that did more than hit. Yikes. So, Ree spins around, she, as you're looking down at this arrow, you look up and you see this goblin kind of like, oh shit, and kind of like poke down, and then all of a sudden you see this big wooden table leg come down and just a spray of red like just cascades over the wall, and you hear and then nothing.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of shouts still happening over that wall, but yes.
Oh,
From that one,
absolutely.
yes.
From that one in particular, nothing. But yes, there is still a lot of screaming and a lot of goblin cussing. All right, anything else, Ree?
No. No, that's it.
All right, Bofer. Bet you wish you had
All
a
right.
healing spell left, bud.
I do. But what I'm gonna go at, can I ask, what does it cost to put something in someone's pocket that's right next to you? Is it an action, bonus action?
To put it into their pocket.
I think he just means hand it over.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you
I
want
think
to
you
just...
just handed it. Right?
Yeah, if
Hand
you
it
want to
over.
hand it, it would just be your environmental action. There is like a use item or use environmental object action.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell I'm gonna hand her the healing potion, tell her if you need it, use it.
Okay, so that...
And
yep.
I'm gonna rush into battle.
Okay, so that uses your bonus action to pull the item out, the healing potion out. You slap it into her hand, and then you begin to rush. Just so you guys know, I did share with you the healing potion chart, and Bofer, I did change that potion in your inventory to a healing potion. So, Kat, if you want to add that as a standard healing potion, and then Bofer, just remove that from your inventory.
Got
you
it.
guys should all have that. You guys should all have that. Quick note, real fast here, by the way. I meant to share this with you guys as well. These are the little shits that you're fighting. Anything that I share with you, you can reference later in your notes section. So just so you know, these are the little goofy-looking fucks that you're fighting right now.
Also,
You said his potion of healing, right?
I gave you my potion of healing. And now I'm gonna go ahead and cast Toll of the Dead on this one right in front of me.
Also, sorry, real quick, just so you know, I didn't share this before, but that was what your Ice Mephit guy looked like in a few rooms back. So, retroactive. Okay, anyways, you're gonna cast Toll the Dead on who?
I don't like
That
him
one.
in the future either.
Me and Doc are just gonna take out the ones behind Reed.
That is a 13. What was your save?
13.
All right, he's saved. So you smash the hammer on the wall, and you send this burst of sonic energy into its skull, and you see it kind of like shiver for a second, but it manages to resist it.
Damn. Okay.
Didn't share this with you guys either, by the way. That's kobolds. Those are the normal kobolds. I'm a shit DM. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm not a shit DM. I'm good. Also, here's the Steam method.
He's also the
here's
most
number
modest.
4. Here's all the monsters you've seen so far. What
Don't
the
like
fuck?
that. Don't like that guy
That was
either.
a Steam. That was a Steam method. Okay. Anyways,
I really wish they didn't do white on white.
I
Yeah.
know, isn't it so bad, dude? It's so
Yeah, it's
bad. It's
really
like,
hard to see.
oh hey, you faded into nothing. Great. Okay. So Bofer, excellent. So you pass that off to She. You run up into battle. You try the Toll the Dead. You don't succeed, but that's okay. She.
I'm going to step back around the corner. I'm going to yank the arrow, slap my hand on it, and just will it closed.
And now, what
And I'm
does
gonna-
it look like? Because this is the first time we've seen anybody else in this
Oh, no.
party use magic.
Who the fuck is seeing that? I'm back behind the corner.
Touche. Roll your fucking spell. I like it.
You're moving your character behind the wall.
Yeah, she's probably back here.
Okay.
That's awesome. Oh, excellent. And that is plus... Does that... Oh, it already added the +2. Okay, never mind. So, yep, you gain 5
Yeah, I
hit
didn't
points.
roll very well, but I am going to just drop that potion into my bag then.
Absolutely. Yep, go ahead and add it to your
Shiesty
inventory.
bitch.
No, that ain't shiesty. That is fucking smart. That is the tactical ranger, my friends. That's a slaver. Oh, wait, what? Wait, we don't promote that.
She'll probably use it on me later anyway.
Probably, more than likely. Or Beaufort. He's been down to more than anybody combined. Okay.
At
And
least I
that's
saved
going
Dark
to
Babo.
be my turn. I'm going to stay where I'm at for now.
Perfect. If you want to adjust your HP on your token, feel free to do so,
Yep, I'm
and
done.
then we will go to Doc.
All right. I'm going to use my short sword and my sickle and attack this one in front of me.
Oh shit, man! This is the kitty swipe. This is like a cat playing with a goldfish in the fucking fish tank.
And I'm gonna say, "Ree!"
It's my line.
A 15 to hit with the short
15
sword.
hits, absolutely. Yep.
You want me to do the rolls first or the damage?
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage. Because on the off chance that you kill it, no. Okay, go ahead and roll your next attack. Oh, that is a sneak attack.
It is a sneak attack.
Okay, so hold on one sec.
Okay.
So you reach over with your short sword, and Rhea, as you are finishing your killing blow on the short bow goblin, you see this cat woman just like loom over the wall by almost 4 feet, and just come down with the short sword on the top of this fucking goblin's head and run him straight through the top of the skull, and he makes an audible and then his eyes just
terrifying.
spill into the top of his head. She pulls the short sword out. Go ahead and make your second attack.
15.
Son of a bitch, that hits too. These poor fuckers. I feel so bad for them. That's only 4 damage, but as she pulls the short sword out, she swings down with her other hand and catches the other goblin across the side of the head with her sickle and draws this nasty, like 6-inch gash up his face, exposing his cheek muscles. It screams out, just, Ray! Ray! Ray!
I'm gonna hiss at it.
Y'all are some savage motherfuckers.
Alright.
Okay, Jesus, my turn
don't-
finally? Alright, well... Okay, so we've got 3 attacks here. That's only one... That is only
Those are all at me?
one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the 18 hits.
Alright, so you're going to take 3 points of slashing damage. That's already reduced. As all 3 of them swing at you, and they hit, but man, they bounce off that tough, sweaty-ass skin of yours, except for the one that just manages to just butter the bread. Oh, that sounded disgusting.
Butter the
Sweaty
bread.
ass skin followed
Yeah.
by butter the bread. Mm.
Fuck it, I stand by what I said. Alright, I'll end my turn. That brings us to Ree.
All right, so Ree is moving counterclockwise here. She's just spinning at this point. And
Spinny whoosh whoosh, hell yeah.
She's gonna go for that one.
Alright.
Dirty.
Oh, nasty business. Yep, that'll hit.
All right, yeah, she'll just end her rotation. I guess.
Fuck, that was 10 damage. Yep, that was the
yeah.
one in the
Oh.
bottom, right? Bottom right hand corner. You said counterclockwise.
Yeah. The guy that she Doc just slashed.
Oh yeah, you spin. As you spin, Doc is drawing the sickle up across the side of this thing's face, and it's screaming, and you just start to spin, and as you do so, you smack this thing in the side of the head, and its head bounces off the wall, and you hear just like this audible crunch as its eyes kind of like spill from the right side of its head, and it just it stops moving on the ground.
Brutal.
Yeah, you guys are nasty. This is the most metal fucking fight I think I've ever had in my life.
So yeah, Ree literally just spinning at this point. Yeah, I guess that's that'll do it for me.
All right, Bofer.
All right, Beaufort's gonna jump the wall and jump over Ree and hit this thing over Ree.
You and Ree are the same height. You're gonna swing over it? Do you
Wait,
have reach
I thought-
on your weapon?
I thought goblins were small.
Well, you're small too, brother.
I thought I'm medium.
Are you a dwarf? You're a dwarf, right?
Yeah.
I think they're medium and goblins are small. I might be wrong.
All right, hold on one second here.
Yeah, because Ree, he moved through me one time. That sounded weird.
No,
We can.
anybody can move through
Anybody
each
can-
other
yeah.
who are
Oh,
friends.
okay,
who's
okay,
friends.
makes sense.
Friendly
passing
squares.
is the thing.
Yeah. So you are 4'5", Bofer. And Ree.
Aw.
Shush.
These little guys. Look at this little guy over
The
here.
little guy.
Ree's 3'7".
Yeah, so you guys are pretty much the same damn height. You cannot attack through a 5-foot space unless you have a reach weapon. Reach is a very particular thing to have, so.
Okay.
I am considered a small creature, for what it's worth.
I accept that, but if he doesn't have a reach weapon, yeah, he can't swing.
No.
As another creature, no.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just
I have
saying on
25.
my sheet it just
Oh, that's
says
right,
I'm
because you
small.
have Fury the Small, don't you? That's
Yeah.
a Goblin thing? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I have 25, and this costs 10 right here.
Correct, so that would be 10, 20, 25. You can move either direction into the fire pit or to the left of Ree and still be able to swing on that Goblin, no problem.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right here
Perfect.
and do like a jumping just slam. Like
Hell
right down.
yeah, go ahead and give me that Warhammer blow, baby.
One-handed. Oh, sorry, I didn't roll the. Yeah, my bad.
That's okay, yeah, roll to hit.
Ah,
Unfortunately not, so you kind of hoof it over and you like run up and you're like, oh man, all my magical energy is just... Whew, that took a lot out of me. Moradine has really tapped my forge. My bellows are empty. And you swing down on this thing and it's just like, oh shit, the tables have turned. And it deflects your blow. Alright, that's going to bring us over to She.
I'm going to move just back into a better position, see if I can get a line of sight on any of them. I don't think I can move and still be able to shoot either of them, right? I can't see them.
If you take 20 feet of movement to get to here, you can absolutely see the two in the back row. Because you'd go, yep, perfect.
I'll shoot whichever one I've got a better shot at.
They're both 50-50. Although the one that is in front of the campfire is a little bit easier because it doesn't have one of your allies in front of it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Rather not shoot Ree in the back of the head.
Please don't shoot me
Not-
in the butt.
Ree's actually doing alright right now.
I'm down almost half, a little more than half my health, but yeah, I'm doing all right.
So is she. Oh, not great. So you yank back on that longbow, and after realizing that you just willed your entire existence to knit itself back from a mortal wound, you are caught the fuck off guard. And you fire that arrow, and it shoots right past Doc's ear and smashes off the wall in front of her. And she kind of like half looks back like, what the fuck? And you also are looking back like, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And that's your turn. Doc. Yep, Doc.
I'm going to start my turn out by saying, it's a good idea to look at what you're shooting at. And then,
Once they get it, don't worry. If they get it.
I guess I'll make my way in. Is there a fire in that fireplace right now?
Nope, the fire is out.
Can I stand on it?
You can do anything you want to do in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, so that as long as the dice approve of it. Might be hot.
Like, digidice are rude. I think actually what I'll do is... is it 10 to get over for me?
Yep, for
Okay,
everybody.
5, 10, so 10, 15, 20. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna attack that one.
Alright, perfect. Oh yeah,
17.
that hits. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Nope.
7.
So, Doc shimmies past. Both Bofer and Ree sneaks up into the corner and then lashes out with a forward lunge with her short sword. And she catches this goblin, like, literally around the neck, like, doesn't do any damage. And the goblin kind of looks around, and Ree, you stop for just a sec. Well, actually, no, you don't, because you're swinging right now. But Bofer, you stop, and you're like, what the fuck, why are you? And then all of a sudden, she draws it so deep that the head, like, tilts back like it's on a spring. And you guys see its spine bounce a few times as she just kind of pushes it forward onto the ground. Oh yeah,
Quick and
we gonna
quiet.
get nasty in here.
Oh, that's so nasty.
There's a benefit to knowing the anatomy.
All right. That end your turn, Doc?
Yeah.
All right. It is not Ree. It is actually my goblin. So my goblin. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna do something kind of wild.
Oh no.
Nope. Goblin is the fuck out of here. Failed that that morale check. So the goblin is gonna start sprinting the fuck out of here. 5, 10. Go ahead, Bofer, Ree, and Doc. If you would like to take your reaction for an attack of opportunity, make it now.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I got an 11.
That is a miss for Doc. That is a
Thank
miss
goodness.
for Bofer. Ree, that's a miss! Oh my god, it's gonna go get help. You guys gotta stop this. No, you cannot tell me you all fucking missed that.
Yup. When it mattered.
Yep.
I did.
Because that's how it goes.
We both got an 11.
Yeah, I knew, like, at this point, yeah, this motherfucker, yeah, he was he was getting away.
I was gonna grapple him, but he ran.
Oh, he was like, what the? No, fuck this. Everybody is dead. They killed everyone!
He
All
said,
right.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
This was my retirement. I was 2 days from retirement. All right.
15 years old!
This is gonna officially end our combat as the goblin has sprinted the fuck out of dodge, for the time being anyways. Okay, so the goblin tears out of this room and literally you just hear and then it goes quiet. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna close the door right next to me.
Yeah, we need to bar that door now.
Okay.
Or we can stack the bodies in front of it.
Well,
Wow, that got necromancy awfully fucking quick, didn't it?
is
Lighten
there,
up a little bit, bro.
does it
Bone wall.
does it look like I could use a javelin to like bar it or anything?
Yeah, actually it does. A lot of the doors from the side that they were meant to be closed on do just have like the half handle with another half handle in it that it just have like a wooden slide or a stone slide in it.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna use a javelin and try to give us some control over this situation.
All right, I'm gonna go over there and with she jump this little thing and say, "Hey, let's go search the goblins and whatever was in that room over there."
All right, so I'm going to just draw a circle and an X here to show that we've got a javelin barred there, just for reference.
Caltrops. It was caltrops in the other room.
Yes, caltrops. Shitloads of caltrops.
She's gonna kind of look like she's still kind of processing everything that just happened in her world, but she's gonna go up and start just going through the motions and start searching the bodies with you. She'll kick over into like autopilot, survival, professionalism. This is her job mode.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's roll now.
And for the record, it was a lot. This was like so being half orc, you know, you come from one half of your side being of either human or elven or gnomish or dwarven, whatever it is, your descent, a normal adventuring race plus the orcish side. So for you to have just manifested what you manifested because you simply wanted it to happen that way is fucking crazy. You know damn well that if you showed back up in slaver society, this is a game changer.
The way I kind of pictured it happening is it was just 100% on instinct. She was kicking over into like just moving in with the rhythms of everything. And it was just pure instinct. She didn't think about it. She didn't be like, oh, I have magic now. It was just pure 100%.
It was touch my chest. I can't die now. And your body said, okay, done. Yep. I approve
nice.
100 fucking %.
Sounds real nice.
Yeah, like, can't do this, I got the Rona. I am good. Okay.
I don't wanna.
I don't want a Rona. All right.
But we're searching bodies. Do we need to?
Yes,
over
yes,
here.
yes. Give me one
Me and you are
second.
coming over here.
Okay, you guys are going into the room. All right, hold on one sec.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell Ree and Doc that they should look at the body, see if they can find anything.
Yeah, before we do that though, as Rhea's coming out of her rage,
Just
Doc's
give me
gonna
a
like
fucking minute.
Doc's gonna be like bouncing. She'll be like, yeah, you did so good. You did so
Oh, you did a
good.
real fucking good too. God damn it, I want to fucking kill those things.
So
Holy
Doc's
shit, that
got the
was
zoomies. Our
Yeah.
goblin's still a little frothy at the mouth, and
Hey
now
Ree, did you like those
Dwarf and I are
tattoos?
the same ones.
That was
Doc
fucking
absolutely
dope.
has the
Those were
zoomies.
fucking dope.
Oh, I'm
sorry, I
I'm
know we had a plan.
so glad. I'm so glad I prepared that spell.
Also, even though she is looking much better than she was before, she is still technically at half health, and so is Ree, and they are both looking like really fucked up. Go ahead and anybody who is investigating in the respective rooms, go ahead and place your character models in that room for me, and give me an investigation check.
Can I cast guidance on she?
Yes, you can.
I'll start searching while
+4.
Rhea's winding down.
Okay.
12.
Yeah, I'm also not doing well at searching this area.
I rolled, but it didn't kick over into chat, which is there it is. It was just slow.
Yeah, sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. Go ahead and roll an extra d4. Oh, there's the d4. So a 14 and Ree,
Yeah,
we've got
not
a
great.
7, and we've got a... Oh, actually, okay, so not bad. Okay, so in the room that is just beyond the caltrops, so two things. First of all, in the room with the caltrops, you do notice that there's probably easily 200 caltrops strewn across the fucking floor that have been pushed up into piles. Piles that would make kobold or goblin snowball fiending children happy. Meaning that, yes, they would probably throw these as snowballs. But there's like 200 of them. So that's one thing. Number two. On the goblins themselves, you notice that there are short bows. So there are 4 short bows in here. There are quivers of arrows, very makeshift, shitty goblin arrows, but there's about 40 or so arrows total in this room. There's also a couple barrels of really nasty, putrid jerky of some sort, probably made from rat or kobold meat. There is a very vinegary wine that is in a poorly preserved water skin, and each one of these goblins have one of these water skins, which tells you they're probably not drinking water, they're probably drinking wine and keeping themselves quote-unquote hydrated. And then besides that, there is just a bunch of shit and knickknacks and trash.
Are these arrows good enough where it'd be worth like replacing from my quiver? If not, I'll just go back and snag them from the ranger if I need to.
You think that compared to the arrows you saw on the ranger, these are fucking garbage. Will they fire from your bow? Yes. Do they meet your standards? Oh, no.
Well, I'll just go back to the ranger later and get more arrows if needed.
Are those rangers like? Is it? Oh, those arrows special.
Elven arrows, baby.
Well, that and they're just not shitty goblin ones.
Yeah, they're definitely just way fucking better than anything anybody else has.
I think Ree would like this jerky. And
Oh yeah, absolutely.
what? Can I smell the? Try to see how really strong it is. Like gauge the alcohol percentage.
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably as you're wondering this, Ree's just gonna like grab one of the water skins and just toss it back.
Oh,
Take a
fuck
big
yeah.
swig out of it.
All right,
Wait,
so...
I said smell.
No, you're both
Going
doing your
for it.
thing. Yep, so here's the smell. The smell, go ahead and give me a nature check, and the drink, give me a constitution saving throw.
I said
Oh,
smell
yeah.
it, not drink it.
No, not you,
Two separate-
I'm
Bofer.
drinking it. I'm
Yeah,
drinking it.
Ree's drinking it.
Bofer's
Oh.
doing an yeah.
There's lots of water skins to go around.
What'd you say? Nature check.
Yep. Oh, Ree, you're fucking
7.
good. Okay, Ree, you're like, man, this stuff smells like swill. This is nasty-ass piss water. And
Might as well have the
Ree,
fucking water.
Ree, you just pound it, and you're like, whoa, this is fresh spring water. What the fuck? This is legit.
as Ree goes to drink it, should you? Oh, okay.
So
I need this for me.
in room number where is Doc? Doc is with Ree, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would be in this room now.
Perfect. So Doc at this point
Blended very well.
hold on one sec, y'all. Lorecraft, holy shit, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for the sub. Sorry, guys, we had somebody pop in and drop a sub. Much appreciated, and thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, on that note, so Doc, with your roll, which I believe was ridiculous, 16, which was better than most people.
Better than usual.
Yeah, so you find on one of the the goblin that had been hit with the Toll the Dead that was bleeding out the nasty necromantic goo from its face, and then got smashed in the head by Ree. Literally, it has no head now. You found on its belt a small flask that has writing in it. What languages do you speak, Ree? Or I mean, I'm sorry. Yep.
Goblin and okay, Gnomish, Goblin, and Common.
You're not sure what this looks like. It is a language you don't speak, but there is something inscripted on this flask. When you pop it open, it smells sweet, but it has a sour tinge to it. You're not entirely sure what it is, but it is definitely alcoholic in nature, and it is the entire flask is made of silver. You also find a small key that is made of brass, and on the very end of the key, where the head of the key is, you find a small eye, like an elven coned eye, emblazoned into it.
Okay.
Yes.
Besides that, you guys find about a dozen scimitars, like a dozen suits of leather armor, some really nasty makeshift shields, and a lot of poop. Lots of shit. Lots of goblin shit.
Okay. Well, I found. Can you read this, Ree? And I'll show the flask.
Sure.
I cannot, correct. Because I only read Dwarvish and Goblin in Common.
It is in Dwarvish. You recognize it flat out, and it says, "Luck to you be my brethren's son."
I can read that. It's luck to be brethren's son. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Would I know what that means?
No, it's just a phrase in Dwarven.
Oh, seems kind of nice.
That does seem nice. It smells good.
It smells alcoholic, you said?
Yeah. So you pop the top of the flask open and you smell it, and it is a legitimately good. So it's like the nasty goblin wine you just smelled out of these flasks, but it's been refined 3 or 4 times, meaning that the alcohol content is about 10 times stronger, and the vinegar level has been reduced by about as much.
I want to like not do a swig, but just a taste of it, just so that I can see what it tastes like.
Okay.
I don't want to do a full on.
Yeah,
swig.
you take a little. I mean, it's a flask. You take a little swig. It's delicious. This goblin, whoever the fuck he or she was, had managed to make a legitimately decent tasting goblin wine out of this that is no longer the equivalent of water, and is no longer the equivalent of a blackout drunk alcoholic.
Oh, we shouldn't have killed that one.
All right.
No,
we're gonna
fuck
go
that
ahead
guy.
and we're gonna go ahead and pick the jerky for Ree.
All right, so yeah, you've got like 3 pounds worth of spoiled jerky.
All right, and I'm gonna
it's
hand
spoiled?
that. Oh, it's spoiled.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting.
It's putrid.
Then I'm gonna
it's
drop
putrid.
that. I'm gonna drop it.
putrid. It's like
What the
festering.
fuck are you
and
trying to hand
bubbling.
me this shit for? It's clearly rotten. Come on, man.
I'm gonna tell she we should go ahead and go in the other room with them.
We only eat good rat here.
Before we do that, the wines that was in it, would that be the type of like alcohol where you like crude. I'm thinking crude orc style here. Clean a wound kind of thing, or is
Oh
this the
yeah,
like?
no, clean
Oh,
a wound. This is for
okay.
cleaning wounds. This is like
Yeah.
I stepped on the caltrops in the room before us and I need to clean my fucking foot out. Oh, I got a hangnail. I need to clean my foot out. Oh, you know what? I've got this nasty cough. Time to clean my esophagus out. Yeah, this is
Is it
like
like
that.
start a fire kind of
So what
liquor?
I'm gonna.
It's not that strong. It's not as strong as like breathing fire, but it's like definitely an antiseptic is more instead of like a legitimate form of nutrition or water.
Got it.
In that case, I'm gonna say, hang on, hand me that,
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hand it to her. All right, if you want this.
and I'm just going to, I'm going to pop the top off of it, and I'm just gonna dump it down my leg.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
I'm just gonna look at that. It's kind of gross.
Okay, give me just one moment here.
I saw what that fucking rat did to him. I'm going to fucking sterilize the shit out of everything.
Okay, so first of all, regain 2 hit points immediately. The leg.
I do?
No, no.
I heard regained as well.
Oh,
No?
sorry.
Oh,
No, you regain.
Yes. Sorry.
Not
Sorry.
regained. This was a ploy the whole
She-
time.
Why?
She did such a good job sterilizing that Ree got healed.
So you regain 2 hit points. The leg itself goes completely numb for about 20 seconds. And then as it fades away, you instinctually, with whatever this newfound instinct you are calling it, that you have found, has found a way to manifest itself through absorbing the natural world and cleansing yourself of disease, infection, and wounds. You do not sense any infection on your leg.
She's gonna say something in Orcish, her first language there, and then she's gonna say, hand me the rest of them.
Okay. Handed.
And I'm gonna tuck
Handed.
them into my
Handed.
bag.
Perfect.
Cause fuck.
So you've got, we'll
Right,
say,
have 3 left.
yeah, we'll say you have 8 water skins of.
I drank mine. Sorry.
So you have 8 water skins of Goblin Swill.
Okay, how heavy each for those so I can throw them into my inventory?
Yeah, we'll say they're 1 pound each.
All right.
Ooh,
if you
that's
want
a lot.
that,
You
if
might
you want
need to-
that piss water, you can have it. It smells terrible.
I'd
Just
rather
water.
this
Right.
not look like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are all sorts of fucked up, aren't you?
I'm gonna go ahead and ask,
I'm
like,
good.
hey, do you want to go in the other room and see what they found?
Yeah, give me a moment. I need to regain feeling in my leg.
Oh, okay.
What is the primary ingredient in Goblin Swill? Piss.
And then
Definitely
she'll just,
100% Goblin piss. Yes.
Grumble
Yep.
a couple of things and
Yep.
then, like, yeah,
We've
let's
had
go.
Goblin piss mushrooms. You
Mhm.
should go back on YouTube and watch my VODs. They've been using Goblin piss
Hey,
for
Doc,
everything.
what'd you find?
Goblin piss and mushrooms.
You said I found the key in the flask, and then it was just like weapons and stuff, right?
You found a key in the flask.
Okay.
And the flask, excuse me. Not in
Okay.
the flask. It was not in the flask. Just so we're clear.
There's a. I'm actually. I would have pocketed the flask and just been like shh to Ree. And then
Fair enough.
I'll show the key. I found a key and it's got a little eye.
Let me see.
I'll show it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bronze key, and it's got just like a little elven-shaped eye on the end of it.
Oh my god. All right. I'm gonna pick it up, look at it a little bit. Follow me.
Okay.
Where the fuck are you going?
I'm only gonna take 4 of them with me. If I have any other wounds it would be worth dumping them on, I would do that first since there's 4 extra. But I'm only gonna take 4 of them.
After this, you're just gonna see Bofer start giggling and start jumping and sprinting.
Okay. Regain 18 hit points.
Oh, really? Why? I'm sorry. I'm
Shit.
joking. I'm joking.
As you pour the 4 of the flasks
Okay.
on, you gain 18 hit points as literally your body begins to wildly absorb all of the natural goblin energy that has been poured and pissed into these
Fuck it, I
healing
didn't drink it.
wineskins.
I'm gonna
No,
rip
you.
that. I'm gonna rip the splint off then. Because
Yeah, no problem. You
I'm
tear it off.
100% then. Holy fuck.
Everybody starts running past you like they have been before, and you're just like, oh my gosh, your body is just eating it up like nothing, just absorbing it like crazy.
Goblin piss is some
Out
magical
of character,
healing
this is
properties.
kind of crazy.
You're telling me.
You think that key fits his door?
I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna be like, Doc should be the one that opens this.
That awkward moment when Doc leaves the room.
I know.
And once again, I am gonna retake position with my bow to watch behind like I normally do.
All right, sorry. I was trying not to get Xavier canceled. All right, I will. So we actually think this lock will open the.
I do. It looks elvish, and you almost opened the dragon door, and you almost opened this door. So you should be the one that opens it.
Before we go in
okay.
there, hey, how bad does Ree look?
Reed looks pretty fucked up.
I've seen better days.
Yeah, Reed's not doing great.
The adrenaline finally stopped, so I'm starting to feel it now.
Have you poured any of this on that?
I poured it down my throat. It was water, pretty much. It's fucking Bud Light. What do you want?
This might hurt, but it might keep some of the infection away.
What?
And I'm going to try and do the same thing and be like, hold still. And just take one of them. I figure we can always grab more before we go into a different room if we need to. And I'm gonna see what happens if I pour a flask on someone else.
Sure. Yeah. So you pop one of the wine skins or one of the water skins, and you empty the goblin swill onto the wounds that Ree has suffered, and it burns like shit. Not as bad as like a really hard alcohol would, but definitely like you had beer poured on an open wound. Excuse me. But it does not close any of your wounds.
I'm
What was
kind
that
of look a
for?
little curious. Keeping it sterile. Do you want that wound to look like the dwarves?
Oh,
Hey.
God, no.
It's not
Okay.
okay. It's that bad.
I figured I would just
Were
piss
there-
on it again.
Were there? I mean, you can piss on your own leg if you really want to, but
Do all the
you're gonna
time.
do that anyway at some point.
Yeah.
Were there enough in the rooms that I could grab another, like from the other room?
Yeah, you could grab one more, and that's about it
Cool.
though. That's all that was there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'd like to keep my 4.
All right, Doc. You almost opened the dragon door. You almost died opening this door. Open it. I'm gonna hand her the key.
Okay, you hand Doc the copper key.
I will. I'm like getting like really excited and pumped up, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if it actually fits in the door.
So, Doc, you kind of shakily put the key up to the keyhole, and you begin to press it inwards. And as you do, there's this odd, like blue spectral swirl that kind of builds outside of the keyhole, and it pushes your hand back, and you all audibly hear in the common tongue, "Rebuke the dead and open the way." And then everything falls silent.
Try it again. Maybe it didn't. Maybe you need to push it harder. I don't know what any of that meant.
Rebuke the dead.
I'm a little nervous to
Open
try
the
it
way.
again.
Is the key still in there?
Nope, it is still in her hand. It knocked the key right the fuck out of that keyhole.
I think
That
we have to
sounds
do
like a
something
magic-y
else.
thing. Is that your territory, dwarf?
I'm gonna try to use thaumaturgy and open it.
Okay. So you mutter your incantation and you try to swing the door open. Unfortunately, the door is locked, so it does not work. There is an
Okay.
audible as the door kind of rustles against its own doorway.
Rebuke the dead. Open the way.
I haven't seen. I mean, all these goblins were alive, so
It might be one or the other.
Wait a minute. What about this? What about the fountain? Maybe. What does it look like? What is it?
What does what
what's
look
this
like?
small? The
What does
key?
this? What does the statue look like behind us?
Oh,
This is the dragon that is diving into a pool, essentially, which is completely dried out. But the door is a depiction of two dragons, two intertwined dragons that are made of skeletons, like intertwining up the length of the door.
The fountain up north where we fought all those rats and the mama rat would that's has a skeletal dragon. The one here is also skeletal, or is it
No,
not?
so the one down so the one on this fountain down here is the skeleton that is diving into the pool. Okay. The one that is over on this door over here is the two skeletons intertwined up the length of the door, with the door splitting it in between the center. The dragon to the north is the dragon that is reared up above the pool and breathing down into the pool. There's some sort of some sort of effect being blown down into it in its relief.
I wouldn't have any experience with clerics or what they can do outside of what I've seen Gopher do, right?
No, you've absolutely seen clerics. So in this world, clerics and healers, I mean, of the gods in general, are a thing. They can all do basic things. They can heal. They can sometimes bring back the dead from the brink of death. They can cure diseases and yada yada. So it just depends on where they're at, though. Sometimes they're more apt for war.
I have an idea as the player, but I'm not sure if she would have the baseline knowledge for it.
Okay, tell me out of character what you're looking for, and we'll make a roll for it.
Do you want me to message you?
Sure.
Okay, I'll just message you just on Facebook for that.
Gotcha. I'm already there. This girl is on fire.
Rebuke the dead.
What, sorry?
Rebuke the dead. Does that mean bring the dead here?
no, rebuke usually. The word rebuke usually means to
Get
Disapprove.
rid
right?
of them.
get rid of.
Cat,
them.
give me a religion check. Not entirely
No.
sure. Great, you've got a good point, but not entirely sure.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't think she would have that knowledge.
Player
there,
smart,
but
she not know what this is.
damn it.
Can I cast Toll Dead on the board?
Sure, you absolutely can. You begin your incantation, and as you swing forth with your incantation, you hit the door with your warhammer, and there's this And you hear. Rebuke the dead, open the way. And then it fades. I apologize. Give me.
I bet that would mess me up on like a normal day.
Right.
I know how to control my voice, but fucking COVID sucks. Okay, yeah, so that's what you hear. Now, we're going to end it here for tonight. And I would like you guys to think about this until we play the next time. Because it is already after 10, and I do have a giveaway that I do have to do for some of my Instagram guys. For anybody, really. Got a cool set of dice going out. So, this was an awesome session. I have experience and all sorts of shit to divvy out to you guys because you absolutely fucking blew my mind with how you handled that. You guys are like a weird one-of-a-kind party because I've ran this module so many times that I'm just like, oh yeah, I already know what they're going to do, no big deal. And every single turn that you guys take in this dungeon so far, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck are they doing? Like, I never expected this shit. So, yeah. Hopefully next Sunday can work for you guys. It'll be fine for us, no problem. Same time, nice 3-hour session. I think we can push further into the dungeon. I know that we've talked a few times about like, hey, this is a 4 to 5, 6 session dungeon. I think we're looking at probably 10 to 12 with this party, and that's not a bad thing. If you guys are cool with it, I want every second of roleplay that you have to offer, and I'm having a lot of fucking fun with it, and everybody else is too. I mean, I've been uploading these onto YouTube, just so you guys know. All of our sessions go straight from Twitch to YouTube, and I have more people watching these sessions than they were watching my like full-blown audio log sessions for my first campaign. Like literally more people. So this is awesome. This is good shit. Good content.
Nice.
I feel like we got some more like character development in the past like 2 as well, which has been really, really nice. The first couple were shaky.
Yeah.
And it always happens like that, right? We've got a group of players who don't necessarily know each other all that well. We don't even know our own characters. Even me being a DM, I don't know my characters for the first 4 or 5 lines. And then all of a sudden, boom, I change accents and I change a pitch and I'm like, oh, there's my character. That's okay. It's all about discovery. If we discover our characters as we progress, that's the best thing about playing Dungeons and Dragons, period. And it goes for anybody who's played in my campaigns. I mean, shit, look at Sybil. You know, Sybil had a crippling injury for 3 or 2 sessions, and then it was like, you know what?
Yeah, they got it fast.
I don't want that crippling injury. Boom, that crippling injury is gone, and then all of a sudden she's a fucking rock star. So, anyways. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log from here for tonight, you guys. I'm gonna roll this I've got a wheel to spin a raffle wheel really quickly for an Instagram giveaway for some Chessex dice. Actually, I don't know if you guys want to check these out really quick. If you're interested, I can get you all in on the roll. So these are called confetti cake. Oh god, that's terrible. It looks so bad on this fucking program.
It's hard to really appreciate it.
I know, man. It's so bad. Okay, hang on. Let me pull up Instagram. If you guys are on my...
Also, I apologize for the late appearance.
You do not need to apologize. I knew you were diseased before you did, so it was literally the perfect segue for you to not be here for a little while. You do you. Work and real life always come first, and that is what I believe.
I think that worked out pretty perfectly.
I'm also off for the next 2 Sundays, so...
Fuck yeah!
Nice.
Okay, so in my stream right now, I don't know if you guys are there, or if you guys follow me on Instagram, but...
I do not. I follow you on Facebook, but not
I did all the commenting and tagging people.
I did. You are on there. Yes, you are on there, Kat. So this is the this is the 100 follower giveaway. So I'm giving away a full set of, they're called Confetti Cake. It's a pound of dice exclusive set, meaning you can only get it if you've ever bought a pound of dice from Chessex, which are really hardy, like thick, big boy dice. And they look literally like a confetti cake, like a Pillsbury confetti cake. Anyways, I'm giving that away because I hit 100 followers for my online store, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I've only been live for 2 weeks and I've had a good solid
That's
handful
really good
of
for
sales.
2 weeks. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I came from nothing. I just started it and was like, okay, let's do this, and then all of a sudden it was like, holy shit. So I ordered some Chessex dice. I'm actually rebranding right now, even my own personal line of bath bombs and soaps and stuff, with new stickers. I just ordered those today. It was like $400 in stickers, but I got like a $178 discount. So yay for being a cheapskate.
Also Kevin.
Yes.
Sorry.
No.
Ree.
I was. Oh, okay. I was getting.
Yeah.
No, not me. Never mind. Sorry. There's
The
two
other one.
Kevins here.
I was
The
gonna
cool
say-
Kevin.
I was gonna say I felt like a stereotypical cleric being like, "No, don't keep running." But I'll be honest, that was fucking awesome.
Well, it was actually a little atypical of the barbarian to suggest the talk it out method.
I was
So
really
it kinda-
surprised.
I was
As a
not.
DM,
Yeah.
I was really surprised.
I was
Yeah.
not expecting you to just bull rush it like straight into one room and then the next room. I was like, "Oh my god, everyone's gonna die."
Yeah,
Next time
yeah.
I'm having you freaking heal me first before you start like doing cool buff shit because
Hey, I buffed you, but it didn't work much.
All right, let's make sure we got everybody on here.
But yeah, that spell is nasty.
It is
And
nasty.
it makes sense that it's kind of
The
like a
thing
one-off
is
thing.
that I need to be behind you in initiative to actually make it work pretty well.
Right. And it still worked really well. I mean, those are really good rolls that they had against me, against
I
Reed.
think he missed, what was it, 4 attacks on you?
Yeah.
And 3 of them would have hit.
Definitely. I mean, I saw I think 2 nat 20s in there.
There were 2.
What?
Yeah, there were 2. Yeah, right there.
Lord
Oh
have
well,
mercy.
one nat 20 for the wisdom roll at disadvantage. So, well, yeah. Still, ugh,
It was very good all around. It was nasty.
very good. Yeah, like I said, I don't roll like that for any of my other characters.
But yeah, it was a pretty good session.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. On that note, I'm going to bear with me for just a few, if you wouldn't mind, if you're hanging out here in stream with me, meaning my players, not people who are watching, because I don't pay attention to the people who are watching when I play D&D. I love them so much. They're really great. Like, I see all. It's funny. I have to go back and watch the VOD to see like what people are saying about what's happening, but I just legitimately don't. I don't pay attention all that much, so I just have too much shit to do. So I'm gonna get a couple more people added here because we've got like a fuckload of people who try to get in on this raffle, and then I'm gonna spin the wheel, and then I'm going to raid somebody, and then I will be off for tonight, and we will see you guys next Sunday. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I apologize about being kind of raspy if it came off that way. If not, even better. And I love having you here anyways. So.
Yeah, sounded good to me, man. Thanks for running this as always.
Yeah, it was fun.
yeah, thank you.
Night, everybody.
All right, see you later, Kev.
Good night.
y'all.
And then ALEDI87.LG. Oops. .LG. Okay. All right. So I think we got everybody. Oh, you know what? We're going to throw Lucy in here too because Lucy deserves it. LUCIUS_LS. My number 1 fan, my boy. We got 18 people here. That's actually more than I ever expected to see. All right, so everybody can see it. Excuse me. Wait, CR radio. Got him. Got him ready. All right. Here we go, you guys. We're going to spin it on stream. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. It might get just a little bit loud. I apologize if it does. I have turned it down intentionally, but if it does get a little bit loud, then we will try and make things work. Yeah, that's okay. We'll turn it off. All right, here we go. Here is for the confetti cake dice. Oh, CR Radio 01. Perfect. Can somebody do me a favor and send me that as a clip so that I can put it on Instagram?
Got it.
Perfect. Candace has got it. CR Radio, congratulations on your confetti cake dice. You don't like that wheel? Dude, I changed the wheel just specifically to be more user-friendly. But apparently I can't do anything to please Lucy. Great. Sorry, Lucy. All right. CR... Where are you, CR Radio? Oh, it already took him out. That's why I was like, what the fuck? Where did he go? Might be because I'm not wearing my glasses. Oh, that may have something to do with it. All right, guys, let's jump over to Twitch. We're going to raid somebody tonight. I want to say thank you so much for everybody who was here. You guys have been absolutely nonstop, fantastic.
Last 40 seconds wrapping up here. Your girl needs to bounce because I just...
Oh, God, she's ridiculous to listen to. Why can't I see my face? That's weird. My face didn't pop up. Odd. I don't know.
Might be behind that
Boop.
window.
Windows down. Nope. That's not it. All right, anyways. Oh, Seru. Seru's gonna get it. Here we go. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out through D&D tonight. I seriously appreciate it. I think this was an absolutely amazing stream. I would have had it go no other way than what it did.
Moldy and bad for your health.
There we go. There's a raid for Seru. Let's get everybody on board. Here we go. Let's bring him a bunch of people. Tell me we got more than 3. I got 8 people watching. Oh, you all are letting me down. Y'all natted 1 on that shit. Seru is a good guy, man, and he's playing fucking Fallout 3. This is a great game. Come on, come on. Alright, I guess we'll just go with 3. Well, thanks, guys, and we'll see you next week. Congratulations to our winner for tonight on the ChessX Confetti Cake Dice. And thank you guys so much for only being in business literally for like 2 weeks and having over 100 followers. It is very much appreciated. So about me playing Meepo. Okay, actually, first time. You know what, Lucy? Okay, before we raid Seru, Lucy, send me a message. If you are going to potentially be available, I want to hear you send me a message. Because it might take another 3 to 4 sessions before these guys are over this campaign. Maybe actually more like 4 or 5 sessions. And if you are interested in that, legitimately, I want to maybe make things work. I want to make things work because I love Meepo. All right, here we go. We're raiding. 3, 2, 1. Love you guys. See you later.
Check some. Oh no. For